Hello and welcome to the Inner Gamer episode 349. We are almost 350, y'all.
350. What? In the butt. What? In the butt.
We are the video game source for you, the casual gamer. My name is Brayanoski.
I'm Awesome Ralph.
And I'm Jason Hobbs.
And today on the Inner Gamer, we're going to be talking about Roller Champions, The Artful Escape, and The Crew 2.
Also in video game news, we have Brett's Hot Takes, along with Star Wars Jedi Survivor announced for 2020 release. With that, we also have Pokemon Scarlet and Violet features 4-player co-op. Who's excited for that? I am.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Pokemon and much more.
Surprisingly, he is excited for that.
I am.
And for the topic of the show, we talk about the Gummers. The Gummers. Summer Games Fest. We cannot talk today. Predictions and the state of play from PlayStation that just happened. And the Xbox and Bethesda Showcase. We make some predictions, some really out there predictions, because why not? Anything can happen. E3's dead. So everything's out the window.
Grand Theft Auto 6.
And more. Cue that music.
It is June 7th, 2022.
Jesus,
Sorry to scare you.
Oh, God.
But it is June 7th, 2022.
There you go. That's better.
And we are recording at night where it's all creepy. Just kidding. I don't know what's going on anymore. Welcome to the Inner Gamer Podcast, everybody. I'm sure you're glad to be back. I know we're glad to be back. If you want to show your support in the future, you can consider donating or sharing this episode with a friend. We would be very grateful for that. We would really appreciate it. It'd be nice.
Yeah.
Help us grow and continue to support the content. We are going to, by the time you listen to this podcast, we will have gone to, but a few of us, aka myself and Austin, are going to DreamHack this weekend. So very excited for that.
Lucky dogs.
Jason has to work.
Yes, unfortunately.
Poor guy. But we'll be there and send him all the pictures and stuff on the ground floor. And it's going to be great. Looking forward to that. So if y'all want to see all that coverage, make sure you're following us on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, because we'll be posting stuff there as we're there on Saturday. And we also have a lot of big coverage coming out for all the new game announcements and shit going on right now, because we're kind of in E3 month, except not because E3 got canceled again.
Did it get canceled?
It got canceled, yeah.
Oh.
But we're now in Summer Games Fest month, so that's exciting. And we're going to talk about some video games that we've been playing. And don't forget, go to theinnergamer.net/donate if you want to contribute to everything, because that would be pretty awesome. We really appreciate that. But Jason,
Yeah.
you and I have been playing this new free-to-play game that I personally thought was never going to come out because it was announced a while back by Ubisoft, and then it just disappeared. And we didn't hear anything about it. No, it's not Skull and Bones. This is a game called Roller Champions.
Woo!
Roller Champions
Roller
is
Champions.
a 3v3 competitive roller derby game where you run around this track and you have to throw a ball into this goal up on the air and do the whole thing. And it's free to play. It's got all of your favorite pay to play kind of stuff, all your cosmetic upgrades, your battle passes, this, that, whatever. But we've actually been playing a lot of it. So Jason, tell me a little bit about how this game works.
Champions.
And what do you think about it?
At first, I was very hesitant on getting this game until you were actually discussing it a little bit. And it reminds me of this movie I used to watch, like an old movie called Rollerball. So basically, the concept of the game is, Brett's correct. You go around in a circle, and you have to grab the ball, go around the circle, complete one lap, and then the goal opens up, this little hole up on the side, and then you throw the ball through there, and you get a point. But if you go around another time for a second lap, you can get more points you'll get 3 points, I believe, is the next one, and then the next one, I don't know how high you can go.
I think it can go as much as 4.
4?
Maybe all 5. I don't know.
Oh, but the game's interesting. I love the music in it. Like, the music in the beginning is outstanding in the menu and the menu selection portion of the game, and then the cosmetics are kind of weird. I would say. Like, there's not much to the cosmetics, but the gameplay is actually pretty fun. I thought I was getting the hang of it until we just streamed it last Thursday. Well, this past Thursday.
Yeah.
And we got our asses stomped. So it's one of those games.
Stomped we did.
It's one of those games that you have to kind of like keep playing to get the hang of. And the bad part about this game, it goes over a tutorial system, and it's nothing like we like to compare this to Rocket League a little bit.
Yeah.
It's nothing like Rocket League where they go into a full tutorial for you. And this one is kind of, they give you the basis of the game, and then they give you a moves list that you can do while you're playing the game. It doesn't even let you train in those moves, like move lists. They have a training area, but it's nothing like the map that you go to where it's a ring. It's just an open skate park.
Yeah, that was really done with the training, because it was very quick, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's like telling you how to move your character, how to jump, like the basics that like everybody already know, like can figure out pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But then when it gets to like the actual, like, because if as a person like me, and I don't know how familiar you are with roller derby or whatever, like I don't know anything about roller derby. I just know it's a thing that people do.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty cool, and they like bump each other on the thing, and it's like kind of aggressive or whatever. But like beyond that, I had no idea what it's all about. And so they didn't ever teach you the actual rules until you got in. I mean, you did get into a game, and they did teach you like, here's how this works, but they didn't tell you like
they did a cinematic
how you do
on,
things.
like, this is the game, this is how you play it, instead of like actually letting you play it and giving you tips or something like that. They just have a trailer to how to play the game, and you're kind of like, okay, and then it throws you in a match, and you're kind of like, all right, I guess I'm figuring this out. Yeah.
And I still haven't fully figured everything out yet.
Oh God, no. Brett and I were playing last night. We saw some guys doing some crazy moves that I didn't even know how to do until I go to the moves list, and it tells you. So it's almost like a fighter game where you have to look at the combos you can do in order to accomplish them. And I'm like, oh my God, this is a little much.
It really is a lot like a fire game for sure.
Yeah, but we were having fun. I mean, it's a quick. I wouldn't say quick. The rounds
7
are
minute
7 minute
rounds,
rounds. Yeah, and you can go in overtime. But it's
definitely a bit longer than like a Rocket League kind of game.
Yeah, and it's really not a bad game, especially for being free. I just wish there was a little bit more customizations to your character themselves, because it seems very bland to me. I mean, a lot of the customizations you have to actually buy with the in-game currency, which is kind of annoying.
Premium pass and all that stuff. Yeah.
So, but
I do wish they gave you like just a initial like arsenal of outfits.
Yes.
That like are just, it doesn't need to be a lot, just like 3 or 4 outfits that you just get out of the box with the game.
Yeah, because I'm still rocking the fresh meat gray t-shirt and black shorts, and I got the skates because I connected my Ubisoft account to it, which is nice. But I mean, I don't know. The game's fun. It's very interesting. I enjoy like throwing the ball, because you can also throw the ball back and forth to switch it up a little bit to get people off of you, or someone's chasing you down. You can knock anyone down if you don't have the ball in your hand, you can knock them down. You can dodge them, but predicting that dodge, you got to be very quick on it. So I'm slowly getting the hang of that. But this is a game that I can jump back into, play like 4 or 5 rounds. We did have an issue with connectivity a little bit. Whenever we joined in a party, for some reason it will say, oh, the other player's in the menu when you're not, and then we had to bypass that somehow by messing around, and then it has some issues. We tried to do the rank match, which I don't think it's available, even though it says it is. It said a 2-minute long wait, and then it just
it's so weird.
kept refreshing.
I feel like there's just nobody playing it, maybe because like that was just unusual how it took so long. And I was excited because it seems like, I mean, they got the rank mode set up a lot like Rocket League, where you got like 5 or 6 different tiers that you like level up through and everything. And I was like, let's try my hand at it, see what it's all about. And it definitely has a lot of the mechanics that hook me in Rocket League that are brought in here. I know you mentioned, and I completely agree with, that they need like quick chat to your team.
Yes, because I keep wanting to do a quick chat.
And they do have voice chat. So, I mean, like, you do have voice chat in there, but I'm always, like, apprehensive about talking to people in games. I'm like,
the introvert that you are in
shit,
gaming.
you know? Yeah. Yeah, I love talking in real life, but when it's inside of a game, I don't want somebody being like, oh, that piece of shit. That's a bit more challenging. But, I mean, I genuinely am enjoying the game. There's some moments where I get really frustrated because it is hard and people are really good at, like, tackling and outmaneuvering you and stuff like that. But like, it's better than I thought it was going to be. It's actually like something that I could see myself, at least for a little bit, like jumping into every once in a while. I mean, it actually has more of a hook to me than Fall Guys did, because I kind of associate a little bit with Fall Guys, and that it's got that like, okay, it's kind of a faddish game in a way, but like I dropped out of Fall Guys real fast, and in this one, I mean, they have a pretty good soundtrack, and I could see that there is potential for good cosmetics to like eventually buy like a battle pass, because this is just like their test run season basically, so it's a condensed season than what they would normally do, because they said there's like, I think it's like 20 or 30 outfits you can unlock, or things you can unlock, but that's not as big as it's gonna be bigger whenever they have like an actual full season. But this is just them testing out a lot of like the different mechanics and stuff like that in the first round, and just seeing what works, and then they're going to have a much more fuller season later.
Well, they have a good foundation right now. I think this could compete a little bit with Rocket League. The only issue I'm having now is we found out last night that with the map situation, because we were stuck on the same map, which is fine. I mean, it's whatever, but I kind of want to see something different. But as you progress and as you play more, you get more fans. So once you have so many fans, all those fans combined with the 6 players, you'll end up going to a bigger arena, so you'll go to a different arena. But for right now, you're starting off in the smaller arena. We ended up in Mexico whenever we had more people, like more fans, and the other team had more fans and like combined fans to fill the seats. Then we were able to go to another arena. But
which was pretty exciting the first time we saw it.
Oh, yeah, it was dope. But there's a caveat with that, because if someone has more fans, they've been playing a lot more, so you need to be prepared to probably get your ass stomped and see some amazing shots. So, because that one guy that threw the ball up against the wall and just fucking bounced and went in was just outstanding. And then it's just some of the moves you're kind of like, how do you do this? And it just doesn't really go over that well in my eyes. So,
yeah,
but it's fun.
Yeah, no, I've definitely been enjoying it. It's got a cool art style, pretty well. I mean, I don't like some of the characters' faces and stuff like that have like really bad. They don't have emotion that much, but they're doing cool things. Like their bodies are moving around, and like they can do cool dances and shit like that. But like the facial expressions are like non-existent, which is weird.
So you did mention last time that you did not like the announcer's voice.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the announcer's voice is awful. Did you like it?
Compared it to it didn't bother me.
Oh my gosh. What's wrong
Did
with
it
you?
really bother you that much?
It was so bad, man. Like whenever it's not bad once you get in the game, because then you don't hear it much. But the very beginning when you're learning how to play, he's just obnoxious. It's a lot like, I mean, it's like with Riders Republic. Like I've really enjoyed Riders Republic, and I'm still playing that game. And but the dialogue and this lack of story, but all the dialogue in that game is just trash. It's so bad. Just like people that wrote it, I don't know what I mean. It's like parents that were like, right?
Sound like.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird, but this announcer here, that's like one of the major negatives of this game, is the fact that they're just bad. The announcer is so bad.
I don't think they were. It didn't bother me that much, actually. Like I was preparing myself.
You usually have your volume down pretty low, though, don't you?
I do. I turn it down all the way. So
I can't hear him as much as I can when he's in my eardrums, and he's just like,
so.
No, we're going so excited about this game here today, everybody.
Woo! But
your highs.
This game is crossplay, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's crossplay.
Cross everything, free to play. Like we said, there is a battle pass. I did find out that the battle pass is only $4.99, so it's cheaper than most of them. But that's probably just for the inaugural season.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit more. How much is the battle pass for Rocket League? Is it $10? $10?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, buddy.
So,
which this last one was not worth it.
Yeah. So you said you will continue playing this?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'll keep playing it.
I just can't do as many rounds as like Rocket League, though.
No, definitely not. I get frustrated quicker. And whereas Rocket League, I'm like, one more game, I can do this. But I feel like it's because they're longer. I mean, especially if you have to go into overtime, it's like, oh shit, that's long.
Yeah. And sometimes it's unexpected overtime, depending on who has the ball at what time. And if they completed so many laps, then it'll go into overtime no matter what the score is.
Yeah.
So that annoys me a little bit, because there's still potential to come back. Like, because you can go around, like, let's say it's 4-1. and you can still go around twice in a full circle to get 3 points. The other team can. So you're kind of like, I get it, but it's kind of annoying. I kind of just wish they would end it unless it's a tie.
Yeah.
But 7 minutes, yeah, it's pretty long. Sitting here thinking about it, but it is intense. You get frustrated quick.
It's very intense. There's way more mechanics than I thought there. I mean, it's way deeper of a game than I thought it was going to be. And I wonder if that's probably why there was a delay in the game release. Is that just like they wanted to make it deeper mechanic and stuff like that? So when they added in, I mean, they have this uppercut, which I haven't quite figured out the uppercut other than you mentioned the uppercut. You can use that to kind of get a speed boost because it gives you really high in the air.
Yeah, so you have to hit, I think, R2 on the controller. And then I'm trying to look at the computer ones. I think it's...
The uppercut was circle.
Yeah, the uppercut was circle. And
then R2 is what you use to like get your speed boost.
So with skating, you kind of... A pump. You kind of squat down to like... When you're going downhill, just squat down so you get more boost, aerodynamics and shit like that. So what I would do is use the uppercut, which is like a super high jump, get close to the wall, and then hold R2 and give me like a super boost. And I would just fly around the ring that way. So, like I said, that's what I'm saying. You got to kind of like play the game and kind of figure out your best way to get that boost or how fast you want to go. Because sometimes you go way too fast and you kind of miss someone to tackle, dodge, or whatever. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's an interesting game. I wasn't expecting this.
Are you gonna keep playing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to keep playing as long as they fix the rank matches and the our issue that we had when we were in a group together. Then yeah, I'll keep playing it.
I'm anxious to see also what the special events are, because that's another area of the game that they haven't like unlocked yet, and they said it's coming soon.
16 days. Well, 15 days.
There you go. Yeah, and I think that's when the first season may end, possibly. But I'm anxious to see what they do with all that, because it's yeah. So there's basically you have your regular quick play, you have your rank play, and then you have the special events, which
I'm
if
assuming
it's anything like Rocket League, with their extra modes,
limited time mode type thing.
Yeah, probably. So, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. Roller Champions, everybody, go get it if you're interested. It is free to play on all systems. So
and then play with us. Hit us up. We will
and then
play
with us, everybody. You want to.
Yeah. So
all
what's
right.
the next game we're talking about?
Next
Brett?
game. This is a game that I actually
started.
started. I started playing a while back on when I got my Xbox Series X. Obviously the biggest thing I want to play on that was a Forza Horizon 5, which has been amazing and I love it. But I have Game Pass, and Game Pass is an opportunity to try new games when you feel like it. All that good stuff. And this is an Annapurna game. So those that know Annapurna, they make really weird games. They're publishing Stray, that's coming out later this year. Mm-hmm. But this is another Annapurna game developed by Beethoven and Dinosaur. That's the name of them. And this game came out in 2021 last year. And it's on the Switch, or not Switch. It's on Xbox, and it's coming on the Switch this year. But it's on all the systems, but it's free on Game Pass. So recommend trying it out. And in this game, you are a teenage guitar prodigy set out on a psychedelic journey to inspire his stage persona and confront the legacy of a dead folk legend, which is a lot like Bob Dylan.
So drugs.
Yes. It stars. You don't like drugs, man? What are you talking about? Come on.
I don't like drugs.
Oh my goodness gracious, you're crazy.
Oh Jesus.
So it's inspired by, or stars performances by Michael Johnston, Caroline Kinley, Lena Headley from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Jason
Which one's
Short,
that one from Game of Thrones?
She's starts with a C. The
Cersei?
Queen. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, that one. And then Jason Schwartzman, Mark Strong, and Carl Weathers. So it's a very large all-star cast.
Okay.
In this game, but as I mentioned, you play as this guitar prodigy, and when it starts out, it's just like it's a side-scrolling game, so it's very simple in its maneuvering and stuff like that.
I thought you talked about this game already.
No.
Oh, or did I watch you play it? This game is super trippy.
Oh, you did watch me watch video,
Yeah.
because that was when I was showing you how the videos work. And
I
stuff
didn't
like
realize
that.
it had that big name of a cast in there, though.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So it is. It opens up pretty simply. I mean, it's just like you're learning a little bit about how to walk around, and it's a beautiful game. It's got really good visuals to it. You just
Almost
walk left
like
to the right.
paper.
Yeah.
character.
It's got a little papery vibe, kind of like I don't know if anybody ever played Tearaway. That was a game that's got a very similar art style. You look to this, but there's points where like the camera zooms in and out just to show you more and less of the surrounding environments you're playing in. But there's also moments too where I mean it's definitely a game that's built for fans of music because there's a huge like strong music connection throughout this thing, and there's even moments where you like the most complicated mechanic is like playing music as you're running through this beautiful, definitely like drug infested environment of like if you were like doing drugs on this game, you'd probably be like freaking having
Is
a
the guy
field day.
doing? So how's the guy experiencing all this? Is he doing drugs, or did he find a magical guitar, or
He has this magical character that comes to him in the middle of the night. That's this weird creature thing that's just like, you are meant to do more, blah, 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 blah. You need to come with us because we need you to perform in this other world on this other part of the galaxy.
Okay, so
and then
no
he pulls
drugs.
You, no,
Okay.
no, not that I know of yet. He pulls you up into space, and you start venturing across the wild, and you meet this guy who's kind of like a Jimi Hendrix type, but much older. And there's we're showing a video, but there's the guy on the left that's got a little like freaking tubey thing on his head, and he's got like a brain inside, and it's like a weird skeleton-y thing. It's really strange, but that's the person that carries you through. And then you basically start going to this interplanetary journey of stardom and stuff, and like the night that you're here when you're first learning things is like your grandpa or your uncle was like a huge music star. His name was Johnson Vendetti. He's from this town. And then you come there to play in honor of him or whatever. And this is your first show. So you're like this new musical prodigy or whatever, or trying to be this big, huge guy, but you don't quite have your sound yet. So this guy who is this like guitar player dude is like trying to help you find your sound in this process of this wild journey.
Okay.
So basically in this, the quote from Steam here, it says, in an attempt to escape the musical legacy of his uncle, this teenager embarks on a psychedelic journey to inspire his new stage persona, searching for who isn't in an adventure spanning stolen opera houses, melodic alien landscapes, and the impossible depths of the cosmic extraordinary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's real wild, and there's parts that are like really cool where you're just like running through this environment and you just have to go from point A to point B.
Yeah.
And you jump up and just like hold down a button, and your character just starts jamming and rocking out like this crazy epic rock ballad, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a freaking badass jamming out like this. And all you're doing is just pressing a button. But it's so like scenic and beautiful and like full of like just craziness.
So is this game you just go to point A and point B and just experience the story and
Basically
just
a walking simulator.
A walking simulator. Okay.
But there are some like puzzly things to it and stuff like that. But
there's
mostly,
no like combat gameplay with it. Okay,
it's
that's
mostly
what I
just
kind
a
of figured.
story and traversing this fantastical world and learning more about yourself.
So side scroller, walking simulator.
Yeah. Shred, soar, and dance across the multiverse. Traverse landscapes made of sound composed by your movements, as if the world itself were an instrument.
Is there any like big musician artists that's like tagged with this at all? Like,
No.
do they have any of their touch on it?
No, but like I said, it's definitely Bob Dylan inspired.
Okay.
Like your dead uncle is basically Bob Dylan, and then you're trying to become like David Bowie. Like that's essentially what the shift is like. I mean, you start getting into this like crazy, wild, psychedelic like rock thing or whatever.
But he doesn't sing or anything. He just plays his guitar.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
It's very it's very beautiful. I love the colors and the animation of it.
It's definitely not a game. Like if you're looking for like crazy, wild gameplay and challenging games or anything like that, this is not your game. But this is just a fun narrative, trippy, wild, beautiful experience where you see amazing art throughout, amazing sounds, amazing like animation. All that stuff is really good, and that's what it is. It's just like a beautiful art piece, interactive art piece.
I saw that there was choices you can make during dialogue. Does that Is that a thing in this?
Yeah, you make choices. I don't know how much they really
much
affect
it
your
affects the
gameplay and stuff
gameplay?
like that,
Okay.
but there are choices that you can make throughout,
Okay.
like based on conversations and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's it's a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
Definitely fun.
Did you beat it yet?
No, I'm like
Okay.
halfway through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was curious, like, how long this game would be. Like,
I think how long to beat told me it was like 5 hours.
5 hours? Okay.
And I put about 3 in. So I think I'm going to put it a little bit more than 5 hours.
Do you think you
probably.
would replay this game?
No,
Okay.
don't think so. Yeah, I don't think there's really any replayability here.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering about the choices. If there was
no.
like different outcomes, endings, or whatever to have a reason to
Yeah.
replay it.
No, it's just a one and done kind of experience.
Well, it's very nice.
Yeah.
It looks outstanding.
Yeah. Like a reviewer on Steam said, the masterpiece for anyone with art, soul, stunning visuals, and sound. Just the right amount of it. Love it.
Nice. I love it.
I don't know. It's pretty cool.
I won't play it, but
Yeah.
I'll watch
You
you
don't
play
have
it.
to. You're good. It's a magical time.
It is.
Magical experience.
It seems super magical.
Yeah. All right. Last game I want to talk about before we close things
Oh,
down.
God.
So I was actually. So let me tell you the story about how this came to be.
Oh, shit.
So I was playing Riders Republic the other day, and I was having a blast.
Yeah.
Loving it. Really getting into it. It's been great. I finished all my ski race missions. I finished all my ski trick missions. About halfway through my my bike missions. Like I'm just freaking cruising through. It's great. Got like 30 hours in this game. It's awesome. Which isn't as much as I thought it was, to be honest.
30
but
hours
Yeah.
in Riders?
Yeah.
Jesus
Expected more?
Christ. No.
Oh,
I
yeah.
expected less.
No, man, it's great. I love it.
God damn.
So I got about that in it, and it's been
Okay.
fun. But as I was playing, I was like, man, this is like really cool. But I'm kind of craving something racing right now. And I was like, you know what? I got the Crew 2 sitting on my shelf that I bought a while ago, and it's still in shrink wrap. I bought it like for like $20 at like Black Friday sale or whatever.
How many
Like,
other
I wanna
games do you have in
this.
shrink wrap still?
So I've since pulled them out of shrink wrap. So I
Oh.
found you can't sell them to anybody because they don't take them in shrink wrap. You have to unshrink wrap them to sell them back to stores. So I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna take them out of shrink wrap.
You would
and we'll be
think they
fine.
would want it if it's like completely shrink
That's
wrap.
what I thought too.
Like it's in mint
But I
condition.
guess because you like had your hand on it, like they're not legally allowed to resell it as like new, even though it's in shrink wrap.
Wow.
But, yeah,
Okay. Anyways,
it's kind of surprising.
sorry.
But no, you're good. But so this game came out in I want to say it's been a couple years, but I believe it released 2018. So it's been
Crew
like 4
2.
years. But they made a Crew 1,
Uh-huh.
and then like 2 years later they brought out the Crew 2. And the setup of the Crew like sounds like the ultimate racing game, because in this game you can drive cars, you can fly planes, and you can race boats. And it's set up like Riders Republic, and that you can switch to these things on the fly.
So I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Crew game was about bank robbing, and you were the wheelman. Like I thought it was like a wheelman game.
No, it's like this is like, you know, your crew, like your racing crew.
Okay,
like your
and
boys.
so this is kind of like Riders Republic, but with
Yes.
vehicles.
This is like Riders Republic, but with vehicles. Yeah.
Okay.
And it was actually like what inspired, like this game was inspired by the original game Steep, which was the first game that came out from Ubisoft that like did this whole
Did the whole,
transition from thing to thing to thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So this was like their attempt on it. But what was cool about it is that you are the map, the world that you're in is literally the entire United States. So you have like the entire United States to traverse, but it's a much more truncated version of it. So it's like the look of the United States, and you got Miami, you got New York, you got Los Angeles, you got Dallas, you have all these big cities, and you can drive in these cities. But it's like driving from like the East Coast to the West Coast takes you 45 minutes. So it's much, much more condensed of a world, but it still has all the landmarks and things that you're used to seeing.
So I can't drive to my house.
No.
Okay.
No. It's not
I
a
was about to say.
1-for-1 recreation. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I know. Wouldn't that be crazy? But it would be kind of awesome. Like I drove into Dallas and like I was driving around in Deep Ellum, and Deep Ellum is basically like they got a sign that looks like it says like Texas y'all or whatever.
Texas, y'all.
And there's like one landmark there, and there's a bunch of like buildings that are just like copy and paste that
Really?
like make up the land or whatever. So
Well, what
it's-
was the landmark for tech? Like, what it was like the thing that stood
they had
out.
the Reunion Tower,
Okay.
the ball, you know, and they have like some of the buildings and stuff like that. So that was cool.
So when you're driving around the United, because this is in Crew 2, right?
Right.
So when you're driving around the United States, is there like fuck, I lost my train of thought. Is there all players in there just driving around and hanging out?
Yeah,
Like
it's MMO-ish,
social?
like with Riders Republic. So it's not like there's a shit ton of people in there, but you're probably connected to like 30, 40 people or whatever, wherever you are. And as you go from place to place, you connect to new players that are in that region. You can see and interact with.
That's
and stuff
actually pretty cool.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
Garbage execution. Garbage execution. Because like everything about this game sounds amazing. Like the gigantic ass map. It's huge. There's like things you can go to everywhere. And like you start out and like your objective is to
You are kidding.
You pick one of the pathways you want to go. Like, do you want to start, or actually, the first mission you do is just like introduce you to all the vehicles, right? And then after that, then it's like, okay, what path do you want to go with? Racing, like road racing? Do you want to do flight, or do you want to do boat? So you pick that first mission, and then you're introduced to like this person who is like heading up that division of like, I'm trying to build the next big racer, blah 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 blah. Garbage story, it's not good or anything like that. But like, let's build this next big racer, blah blah blah. And then you get a car from playing your first race that you get to have. And then as you play the game, you unlock fans, just like in Riders Republic, or just like in Roller Champion. Yeah. You get fans that increase your influence
that
sponsors. Allow you to then get sponsors and unlock new things. And you also get money first. So you collect fans and you collect money. And that's what you use. The money is used to buy the cars. The influence is what unlocks new stuff. The fans that unlocks new stuff. And so you do that, you play the races, you can keep playing racing the entire game if you want.
Yeah.
Or you can jump into the first mission for the boats. And then you get a car for each one. And then once you unlock those 3 first missions, then you can proceed into switching to any of those vehicles at however you want. So like if you're up in air, you can hold down a button, position it to boat, and then you drop down into boat under the water, and you can start boating away.
So even if you're up in the air, like Riders Republic, you
you
just drop.
Like
so you have a car.
Down. You just drop down. Yeah. Or if you're like driving down the road on like a street or whatever, you just like press the button to switch to your plane, and then your plane just starts going down the road, and you just like take off. And you
I will
can,
switch.
fly up.
What happens if you switch to a boat?
Well, it won't let you do that. There's only certain things you can do. Okay.
Okay.
But it's like the depth of content in this game was insane when I started playing it, because like not only do you have like the races with these 3 different types, but then there's subgenres within each one. So for like cars, for example, there's like off-roading, there's motocross, there's destruction derby that you can do, and you got different vehicles you can get for that. And then in flight, there's like the flying the planes, there's like stunt flying, there's like those different types of things there. On boats, there's like 2 or 3 different ways you can do like boat racing. So it's not just like one type of race with each one. Like that's just whatever you want to do. And you can customize your car, change out like cosmetics, and you can change out performance pieces for all the vehicles in here. There's a lot of vehicles in the game. All that stuff's really cool. The problem with this game is in that the core mechanic of the game is racing, right?
Yeah.
Like a racing game is all about racing. The racing sucks.
No. Why?
Everything's good, but the racing is terrible.
How?
So it's very arcadey, which is fine. I love arcadey games. I played Forza. It's awesome. I don't mind if it's like not true to form with like simulation, like you have to break at certain times, this, that, whatever. The problem lies in the AI. And there's this thing called there's a term in the racing world with like rubber banding, where like you have this like sense of like when you're playing a game, like a good racing game has it to where based on the difficulty level you have, you have to have a challenge in the game, right? But it has to be a realistic challenge. So it's like if you're playing easy, you're going to be able to pretty quickly get in front of the AI and beat them and probably lap them at some point. If you play medium, like it's going to be harder and they're going to be closer to you, but like you have a chance by the end of the game to like catch up enough to like pass everybody to win.
Yeah.
And then hard is like, I mean, you got to be really on your game and like be paying attention to the roads and braking at the right times and not braking too much and not hitting walls.
Like Gran Turismo.
All that stuff.
That game. That one's
that's a simulation game for sure. So that's got, I mean, that's all like, there is no easy mode in that game.
Yeah.
It's just you're in it maximum difficulty. But in these games, it's like the higher the difficulty, you still should be able to catch the people as long as you're playing well. In this one, if you make one mistake, like you just like, I was in first place in one race and I crashed in a wall, 8 cars passed me. And then there was another time where I like just braked too much on a turn and slowed down a little too much. So in that situation, in most games, I would like lose a position or two, maybe. No, every car passed me.
Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
they weren't even. I was 15 seconds ahead of everybody,
And somehow they jumped
and
up.
somehow they're just right there.
That's how I feel with Mario Karts, man. Every time.
Like Mario Kart's bad too. Yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely have a really bad rubber banding situation in that game. But that like it makes more sense because it's like silly Mario Kart.
No, it
and it's
doesn't.
more about the attacks and stuff like that. You know,
No.
like okay,
No, if I'm fucking ahead, I'm ahead. I don't
Yeah.
want a fucking car to pass me if I get hit once.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
exactly.
Okay.
So that's what this game is all about.
Well, that's
But
disappointing.
it's not supposed to be like that. So that just like ruined the experience for me. And then also like the controls on some of the things are like some of the cars just aren't good. Like they don't control well. In that like as you're like turning and stuff like that, like I'm using my brakes and stuff like that to turn around a corner and I'll somehow still hit a wall. And I'm like, if I was doing that in Forza Horizon, that wouldn't happen. And it's just the mechanics are just trash, just really, really bad. But it sucks because like everything else about the game is so cool. The graphics aren't like amazing, but like it's got so much content here and so many cars and like such a good like foundation. But they just shit to bed when it came to
I like
like
the concept of the social hub of it's just the whole United States. We just saw the map and I was just like, wow, that's pretty cool.
Right.
You know, you can just travel the whole United States across from Florida all the way to Nevada or something. But yeah, the rubber banding effect, that's annoying. Look at there, he just switched to a boat.
Yep, there you go, easy peasy. But I mean, seeing this the location and stuff like that was really cool because it's like I was in LA, I went to Miami for a little bit, I was hanging out in Los Angeles, Vegas. Like you have all these things in this game, and that's really exciting. It's just like they just didn't do a good job with the racing mechanics part of it, and that really, really sucks.
See, there's a lot of microtransactions as well.
Oh yeah, you can like buy shit in here like out the wazoo, and it's ripe with all that. But there's a lot of content in here that's just like useless, but you don't have to do it all, which is nice. But they clearly did not spend enough time on the thing they should have spent time on.
So there is a story to this. I'm assuming just
Yeah,
to
a
be the
little
best
bit.
of
Yeah.
everything. Okay.
There's like
Get sponsors.
we want to get better. We need to be a nicer race community. Like people are being assholes here, and we got to make it look like we're nice, good people. And
that's what sucks about like with a lot of the racing games or sports games or something like that. You're kind of limited on storyline.
Yeah.
In my eyes, like its main focus is getting fans and getting sponsorships.
right.
And that's why I thought this one dealt with bank robbery for some odd reason, and you were a wheelman.
Well, there is a funny mission in here, like a mission set that's called like the agency.
Yeah.
And it's usually in the cities and stuff like that. And basically it's you're by yourself driving your car as fast as humanly possible, trying to do a bunch of stunt shit. So it's like you're like doing stuff for like a movie. So there's like stuff set up in the world where you're like driving through boxes and you're going up ramps, and then we go up the ramps, there's like walls that you can like destroy as you're flying through them. So it's like you're in a freaking action scene or whatever.
Okay.
That was kind of cool. But yeah, the vast majority of it though just was not great.
They just need to bring back Burnout.
Yeah.
God, Burnout. I miss that game.
I mean, I still really like, Forza for me, it was definitely like,
Forza's phenomenal.
That's a premier quality game right
Yeah.
there because it's got all the stuff that this game has, but it's a more contained world. The game looks amazing. Like it does have a story that's not great, but it's actually a better story than like most of them are.
Yeah.
And it's got some character and class to it and stuff like that, which I appreciated. And that's what I'm hopeful for with Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown when that comes out. Because that game, when I first played it, was really, really good. And it was in the entire island of Oahu. And that was such a cool thing.
God.
But
look at that comparison.
oh yeah. We're watching a video of the Crew 2, Forza, and Need for Speed. Need for Speed actually looks surprisingly good, but the Crew just looks
Crew looks
bad.
like shit.
Looks old and shitty and just missing everything.
Forza takes the cake on that one. Dear Lord.
Yeah, it's incredible. So,
Sorry, I didn't mean to like.
No, you're good. Yeah. So that's my review of The Crew 2, everybody. Don't buy it.
Oh, Jesus.
Basically. Get Forza or any other racing game besides The Crew.
And that's why you listen to this podcast, because we play all the shitty games.
We save you from frustration, angst.
But don't save my bank account.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah. Anyway, so that's going to wrap it up for the games we played, everybody. Don't forget, we stream on Twitch each and every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah, what are we streaming this Wednesday?
So I don't know.
You don't know?
I may be unavailable again.
If you are, I have someone to take a spot for Evil Dead.
That'd be great.
Do that again.
Austin's unavailable too. He's working that day.
Wow.
I know.
So we need another person.
We need like 10 ringers. Yeah.
We just need another person. If y'all want to play Evil Dead with us,
Yeah. We'll play Evil Dead
please
with us.
reach out to us. We
Yeah,
have a
be
spot
great.
available this Wednesday. So
Come on down.
come on down.
That'd be great.
Oh,
Yeah. We'll figure something out. But
God. This
yeah.
past Wednesday playing it, my heart rate was going up.
It was awful. You being the evil was awful.
Why?
Because you kept freaking popping the freaking hand things everywhere. Wasn't that you? Oh, and Austin was evil too.
Austin was terrible,
he
man.
was real good at it.
Jesus Christ.
He's
he needs
like
to
played
play
the
a
shit out
different
of
character
it.
because his is way too leveled up.
Yeah, it's
it was a
nuts.
nightmare.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun though. We had a good time, but
Super
definitely, except for my stream lagging the shit out. But
Sorry.
we'll get that figured out at some point.
Yeah.
I appreciate everybody who stuck around despite the
Thank you.
the flip book kind of mentality that we had going on. But I'm working on fixes, so we'll see. I'm trying to avoid having to buy a freaking $10,000, $1,000 30 series. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, everybody. That's why you need to donate to us.
Donate so our streams can get better.
Oh shit! All right, that's gonna wrap it up, everybody.
Oh.
We'll be right back with our video game news. Woo! It is time for our video game news, where we share the best headlines from the week in the gaming industry. Everybody, what is up? If you find something you want to hear us talk about, you can send it to hello@theinnergamer.net, and we will gladly talk about it in the next episode. Am I right? Am I right?
You are correct.
Thank you. Thank you.
Actually, you're wrong.
All right. We're going to kick things off with the infamous, the exciting, the monumentous Brett's Hot Takes.
Brett's hot takes. Brett's hot takes. Brett's hot takes.
Hot takes.
That
hot
does
takes,
not
hot takes,
sound
hot
like
takes.
hot takes on my end. Sounds like you're saying batates.
Batates. Batates. Batates.
Oh, that's wrong. Okay. Anyway, all right. First up, everybody. Sony has announced that they're making a Horizon series for Netflix. Yes, that is true. God of War is making its appearance on Amazon, and they're making a Gran Turismo show somewhere. Don't know where, but it's happening.
Like Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon? Wait, what?
Forbidden West.
Forbidden
It doesn't
West.
matter. It's Horizon. The franchise Horizon. God damn
Okay.
it. Just kidding.
I don't like it.
So they're making. So that means they're making Horizon, God of War, and The Last of Us properties.
Okay.
They already have Spider-Man, so why not just like capitalize on everything? You know
Spider-Man's.
what?
What?
They have Spider-Man.
Who has Spider-Man?
Sony has Spider-Man. They've had Spider-Man.
Oh, I
They
see
did
what
the
you're saying.
movie before they made the
I see
game.
what you're saying. I see what
You know
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying?
I see
Well,
what
now
you're
I know
saying.
what
There
you're
you go.
saying.
Anyway,
So who do y'all think can play in Horizon?
this is a hot take. Okay.
Oh, hot take. Hot take. Sorry.
Hot takes. We're not talking.
I don't know who's gonna play Horizon. Who's gonna play Horizon?
I don't know. Who do you think are going to play Kratos?
Aloy. I thought we already talked about Kratos. Remember we had
We
that
did.
discussion.
We did.
Yeah, we talked about it. Anyway,
takes.
moving on. Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass secures some Ubisoft games finally. They are bringing Assassin's Creed Origins and For Honor to the Game Pass at no extra cost. So I'm going to play that because I haven't played it yet. And
Origins?
I need to. Nope.
It's pretty good.
I own it, but I haven't played it yet.
It redid their whole franchise that made it what it is today, and it's phenomenal.
I like that. I like it a lot.
Yep.
I appreciate that a lot. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is Dragon Age 4. Finally has a name. It is called Dreadwolf. Who's excited? Not this guy. I
I'm
know who it
dreading
is. Austin, or
this,
not
the
Austin.
savage
Travis.
animal that's about to just ravage the Dragon Age fandom.
Yeah.
That's why it's called Dreadwolf, because it's just going to wreck everything.
Dreadwolf.
I agree.
Is there a reasoning behind Dreadwolf?
I'm
No
sure
one
if we ask Travis, he will know.
Nobody knows.
He will tell
Travis
us the
don't
entire
know.
story. Travis knows everything
Calm-
about Dragon
calm down.
Age.
That never works out well. Every time we call him.
Yeah.
He doesn't answer. He's like,
He doesn't
"They're
answer.
They're
Nope.
podcasting.
Super Nintendo World is finally coming to Universal Studios in 2023
Oh, yeah.
in America.
Oh, yeah, boy.
That's exciting.
That is exciting.
Definitely want to check that out. And last but not least, Knockout City goes free to play.
As it should be.
There it is.
Yay.
I know, right?
Knockout City.
Good shit.
I want to buy it now, Brett.
You're going to buy it?
No.
I already own it. Because I got it
it's free to play.
I got it for free during the PlayStation free
Hey,
thing.
me too.
So-
It was
I
a
know.
good time. Let me
It
tell you.
was so
I still need to
good.
play it.
Yeah.
You haven't played it? What the heck?
No,
man?
I haven't played it. Been
We'll have
playing
to play it sometime.
better games.
We've been playing Roller Champions. It's
Ah.
good. All
Better
right.
games.
So, full news topic. First news topic we have. There was a bunch of Star Wars content released for the Star Wars Celebration Extravaganza. And
don't get me started on Star Wars right now. I swear to goodness.
you love Star Wars?
Yeah, I'm just foaming at the mouth for it. Everything comes out. I love it.
Good, good. All right. So, your next thing to foam at the mouth, make sure you get rid of some of that head on top of that beer, because it's a lot of foam. Just saying. Star Wars Jedi Survivor is announced. This is the sequel to Star Wars Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order. Sorry, I was like, was there a Jedi name in the first one? There was a Jedi name in the first one. So, Jedi Fallen Order came out a while back. Now we have the sequel that we've known is in production. It is now revealed, and it's coming out in 2023. In this brief trailer that we get, we see Cal Kestis after the events of Jedi Fallen Order. He is still on the run from the Empire. Spoiler alert. When the trailer is short on the plot, it's got plenty of Star Wars with new Inquisitors and new mysteries. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this is coming out on
Yeah.
PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC. And they don't mention past consoles, but I would imagine that they're probably going to skip it because why would you support them anymore?
Do you
get it,
guys
actually?
think that this is going to cross over with the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series?
Dude, I think
No.
it totally is.
No.
Oh yeah, they got the
It
Inquisitors
is technically,
in
it is,
both.
yep, and it is
Yeah, but
technically,
it's all over the galaxy.
but it's technically
Jedi Survivor is canon.
canon to
Fallen Order
Star
was
Wars.
canon.
I know what it is.
Cal Kestis is totally going to make an
And he
appearance in Obi-Wan.
he technically started the Rebel Alliance after we watched the end of the first one.
First what?
Not watch, played the end of the first one.
I never finished it. Don't
I
spoil
don't.
it.
I don't even remember. I don't
Okay.
remember what happened.
Anyways, but who do y'all think? Because you guys watched the teaser trailer, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do y'all think is in the tube of healing?
Oh, Darth Vader. No, wait, it's not because it was a woman. It was a girl.
No, it was a guy.
I have no idea.
It was a guy.
It was a guy.
It was a guy.
Are you sure about that?
Positive.
All right, I believe you.
A lot of people are predicting that it's Star Killer from the Force Unleashed.
Who's that?
Star Wars
why would
Force
he have
Unleashed.
white hair? Oh, because he's old.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Because he's old.
Because he's old. I don't know. A lot of people are trying to predict who it is, and they're throwing out names like crazy. But
But let's be honest. How often are people predicting things? Like, how often are they actually right?
I don't know. They got fucking Spider-Man Far From Home, right?
True.
Yeah, but that was probably actual stats that came out.
Actual stats. But no,
Yeah,
I was
it's
just
actual
curious. I was
stats,
just
bro.
curious on your guys' take on it.
right.
Calm down.
I actually have no idea because I don't know enough about Star Wars to make
Yeah,
an
me either.
accurate prediction of that stuff. But
I'm not a big-
We need a resident Star
Wars
guy
nerd on here.
yeah.
But I do hope that it does cross over in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series because the actor in it is basically mocap. He looks that way, so it'd be easy
Yeah.
to just throw him in there in the universe like
So-
that in live action.
In addition to that, what else do you want from this game? Like, what do you feel like Jedi Fallen Order fell short on?
Austin, you want to take that one, or
It's been too long, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't think it fell short on really anything. Like,
What I
okay,
remember, it was a decent game
yeah,
and it was fun, but I think the story probably could have been better in the end.
really?
Not saying it was a horrible story.
Well,
Like the story was pretty good for like pushing you forward.
yeah.
The gameplay was fun.
I think the world itself needs to be more open than it was in the first one because the first one felt very
Yeah.
linear to me.
Kind of like Borderlands-y more. Well, I mean, like it was previously more Borderlands.
Yeah, I kind of want it more a little bit open, and maybe some spaceship battles.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be kind of right. Some little bit of spaceship battles.
I'm down with that.
I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed the gameplay. It took me a while to get the hang of it, but I think it hit all the right.
I think
beats.
genuinely it was a really good game. I mean, it was a little challenging, but the only thing I didn't like is like navigating, like trying to find where I was supposed to go in the map because like there was the way the map was designed when you pull up like the HUD and stuff like that was like you couldn't tell like where things were in the height map of stuff very well. That was challenging. And then I felt like there was a lot of backtracking. It was kind of like a little roguelike for the sense of being roguelike, which I didn't enjoy as much. But other than that, I thought it was a good game.
Yeah, I thought it was an outstanding game.
Yeah.
I mean, it could do a battle royale, I don't switch it up.
Yeah, I think that is like the best
That's what
idea.
it needs.
I think it'd be great because then the circle coming in could be like a force field,
Yeah,
like
force
a
field.
lightsaber vibe.
Lightsaber,
Yeah.
a bunch of lightsabers flying around,
Yeah.
closing you.
Well, I guess we got to fight to the death.
Yeah.
Get
And then at the
chopped
very
into
end,
pieces like
if
a
you don't
cheese
like,
grater.
shit, that'd be funny,
Sorry.
man. What if they did have that?
No, they.
Just imagine
That'd be
how great
terrible.
would that be? Like,
I
if,
can
like,
imagine EA is going to push it and try to put microtransactions in it or
in
something.
Jedi Survivor.
Yeah.
I don't think about that. I think they've
Think
learned
they
their lesson
realized-
too many times with the Star Wars franchise, but especially after Battlefront 2, where they got freaking
I'm just
jacked on
over
that
Star
one.
Wars.
Really?
Remember that one time I said that I just want to like be an adult now and not care about any of this shit anymore? Because I keep, in my opinion, ruining franchises.
Yeah.
Where
do
are you
that.
going with this?
Just do
What
that.
franchise where did they ruin it at with Star Wars? I'm just curious.
The new series.
There it is.
The new trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you
Just
meant the
not
new Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Oh yeah, no, that too.
Oh my
I've
God.
just-
Did you watch
I've taken a
Obi-Wan?
stance just not to watch it.
Not to watch it.
Yeah, just
Did you-
not to watch it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Well, one, I don't want to support Disney anymore, especially them in China and them supporting concentration camps when they filmed Mulan. So there's that.
Okay. Got you on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brett's like, what are you talking about?
I thought Disney was full of angels.
I know, right? I know.
Disney does bend over a
Boba Fett
lot for
fucked it
China.
up.
Boba Fett was friggin' garbage.
Boba Fett was terrible.
It was bad.
until the last
Yeah.
2 episodes.
But the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series, a lot of people are giving me flack on it because they're big Star Wars fucking nerds and they're gatekeepers on it, and they're telling me that it's a bad series. But so far, I'm not highly enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it better than Boba Fett. It doesn't beat Mando.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Mandalorian's
All right,
fucking.
I want to get in the weeds. How are they gatekeeping?
So to start off with you haven't seen it, so how can I explain it to you if you haven't seen it?
I've heard the overviews of each
Yeah.
episode so far.
So they're bitching about the third sister a lot, and a lot of Star Wars fans are throwing racist comments towards it because she does portray the character very odd. I don't like how she portrays character. I don't mind that she's a black female. I think her role could be better. I don't know if it's the writing or her acting, but I think she's doing her
I think
best.
it's the writing.
Yeah, it could be. But
writing.
I think the storyline's very interesting. I'm highly enjoying it. And a lot of people are pointing out plot holes that involves the cartoon. And I'm like, well, who cares about the cartoon? They're like, oh, because it's canon. I was just like, well, I don't give a fuck because I'm not 13. I'm not a fucking 10-year-old watching a cartoon. I'm watching a fucking series that I enjoy.
Wait, which one? Which one? Rebels?
Rebels, yes.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I heard it wasn't as good as the Clone Wars, but I'm still trying to catch up on Clone Wars.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like it coming off of episode 3 like it did to open up that way, I thought it was a good way because it makes me want to go back and watch those films. And I agree with one of the actors that voices, you guys are diving me into the weeds. One of the actors that portrays one of the characters in Star Wars does the voice acting for one of the cartoons. He said that the franchises are separated out for that generation. So 4 through 6 is meant for that generation. 1 through 3 is meant for another generation. And the final one is meant for this generation. And I kind of agree with him. It deals with points and things in history that evolves and moves on. that's why Star Wars fans are such gatekeepers, just because they're stuck with 4 through 6. They think that is the true trilogy. That is it. Everything should be based off that, and it should follow that storyline.
Basically,
they don't want it to evolve. They want it to stay the fucking same.
yeah.
And them throwing out racist comments to this female that's doing her best, obviously. I mean, it's not great, but she's doing her best for a major lead. I feel like it's inappropriate because we know how trolls are. We play with trolls constantly on the internet and all that jazz. They attack. That's all they do. They don't think of what they're going to say. They just attack, and they attack right away. And they don't think of what it's going to do. So it's making it seem like Star Wars fans are racist when they're not. They're just fucking assholes, and they just want to attack at each little button and pick at it.
Yeah.
And that's what annoys me. Yes, she's not doing that great of a job, but I want to see more development of that character in that franchise. I'm not saying she's terrible, but they could have picked a different actress, in my opinion, for the role. A different black female, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So...
I mean, she's
I
not.
think they just made her black because they're like, hey, look, a black woman.
And see, a lot of people are saying that is Disney is, but once again, like you just said, Disney is bending over for China constantly. China does not agree. They're racist as fuck. So Disney is technically not bending over to China in this series because they're allowing a black female to be part of a major role in this series. So where's the line at now? You know what I mean?
Well, I also think too, it's like,
Are they
why
showing
not
her?
have a black female in this? I mean, why? Like, it's not like
To
Star
me-
Wars doesn't have black people.
Yeah, I
you
know.
Like,
yeah, I mean,
just like-
the voice of Vader is
Yeah.
a big black guy, so
Yeah.
I don't. No one's bitching about
yeah,
that.
That part doesn't make sense to me. But
So just, yeah.
That's
Go
what I'm saying. The trolls are just attacking
yeah,
because they think it's
But
bad.
are they upset with Lando?
Lando?
Yeah, Lando Calrissian.
No, they're not, because it's the original.
Are they upset with Mace Windu? But
Yeah.
they're just upset with her being a black woman because she's a
But
black
And
woman.
see,
that's the
that's
thing,
what
it's like,
that's
but
what they're
they're-
making it out
that
to
doesn't
be.
make
yeah. That's
Yeah.
what that's the problem is that there's been black characters in the franchise before, but for whatever reason, right now, like she is being targeted with death threats and things like that, with racist comments
Yes,
because she's a black character in the show. It sounds like is what I'm understanding.
that's what Disney's
Yeah.
putting out there, is that they're attacking her because she is
Right.
black, which they kind of are, but they're doing it because they hate her because she sucks at acting. Instead of just saying that, they're saying it because they're racist. Basically, that's what I'm trying to get at.
I gotcha. Are they upset with her acting? It's probably because of the director and the writing. Which,
Yeah.
from what I've listened to, that seems to be the case. And yeah,
I don't know.
mean-
So far, I'm enjoying the series.
Yeah.
But it's not a
That's
video
good.
game, so
Yeah.
true.
I don't
Sorry,
know how
guys.
we got on that.
We had to
You guys
go down
got me
it.
on a rant.
I know.
I will
Skip
say-
it by 2.0.
It's
2.0.
nice. It's nice that it's not all in the desert. So that's been kind of nice.
Yeah, they've been
So,
exploring. You know,
There's some nicer areas there, but
I've
yeah.
seen some videos, Jason. I've seen some people pointing out plot holes, and I'm like, yeah, it kind of doesn't make sense. But
there's
I guess
plot
call
holes.
me an old head for.
Well, I
Star
also
Wars.
feel like it's like
Yeah.
you can't. I feel like there's such a high standard now for. That's the problem with them continuing a franchise that's been around since the 70s. Well,
80s.
even like 60s. No, wait, what is that? I thought it
80s, I
came out in the
believe. 79 to 80, I believe. Let me
so-
look it up. Oh, I'll look
70s
it
then.
up. 70s. Okay,
79
70s.
counts. I was born in the 80s because I was born in 89.
Jesus,
Only for a month. but
only for a
fine.
month, but you were there.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it's been around for like what, 50 years or whatever, almost 50 years, whatever
Yeah.
math comes out to. And it's
Yeah.
like, there's no way in human possibility that they can make.
Oh shit, I was wrong. 1977 it came
I knew
out.
you're wrong. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Wait,
Well,
wait,
if you look
hey,
at George Lucas and listen,
I'm sorry, I was wrong.
You're
Goddamn
wrong.
Sorry,
if you look at
Buster.
it, if you listen to George Lucas and listen to how he talks about telling stories and how he really thought out the original series and then going into the new 1, 2, and 3, and
Yeah.
how he's trying to connect it. And I don't think 1, 2, and 3 are that great. Like they're good, they're entertainment, but when you sit down and people connect the dots, it's like, dang, he really went deep with it.
Yeah.
And then you see people who are like huge fans look at these new films and they try to do the same thing. They're like, it is not the same. It does not go as deep.
Well, yeah,
I think
And those
that's the
people are
problem.
using it because they've spent all this money, and now they gotta just generate content. And you have people who, like the new Star Wars, the new Knights of the Old Republic is going to be made by someone who doesn't even like the game. They're not even a fan, but they're in charge of remaking that whole game that was just such an amazing game for that generation. It's like, what are you doing?
It was a big
What are you
statement.
doing?
Halo. Halo.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. But I mean,
Great example.
I
Probably
think
what's gonna happen.
I think that I think there's just too many cooks in the kitchen now with Star Wars is the problem. And it's like it started with George Lucas. That was his baby. He was working with had his hand in everything. I'm sure he still has his hand in a lot of stuff.
No.
But
No, he
yeah,
doesn't.
probably not. So I mean, like
They're trying to make new
can't-
characters.
Yeah, so they're like
they don't have to pay him royalties.
there's all these people that are coming in here that are working on this thing now. It's inevitably going to have, if you have this many people working on so many things at different times, like inevitably you're going to lose out stuff because like
I guess.
you have like a story over here being made and you have a story over here being made at the same time. They're supposed to be canon in the universe. So there's decisions they're making here at the same time decisions are being made over here. There's no way that there's like people in a room that are saying every aspect of these two stories have to jive all the way through.
They don't have a Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
That's why they don't have a central point that they can communicate through and make sure these storylines connect.
Yeah.
Because even the MCU had plot holes left and right, but they still align perfectly together at the end.
Well, the worst part is they had all these stories and things that had already been made, and they just threw it all out the window. And even George Lucas gave them a blueprint of the next trilogy on how to go about it. And from what I have seen in videos, I think it might have been more interesting. But obviously, it's very rough. It's just an outline, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, you know what? We don't need this, George. You don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Well, because like I said, it's a new generation. They have to put in what's happening now and what's moving forward and connect with that generation.
Star
George
Wars,
Lucas talks.
the next
is
generation.
Talking about timeless. He is looking at timeless storytelling that you can tell in any generation, and it will click. And that's why the original series was so good.
Yeah,
Because it took those archetypal characters and put it in a way that was very interesting and new, yet it was all still the same. And now I just think they're bastardizing the story just to get money. But that's just my opinion.
that's all it is. It's a money game.
I mean, I read an article or I saw a headline the other day that said that Star Wars is going to be like, they're just going to be making Star Wars content forever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's like, that's still going to happen.
It's not going to
It's not
stop.
going away. And it's just
No.
like, if that's the case, then it's also going to piss people off forever because it's going to just get further and further away from the originals.
Oh, yeah.
And
no,
eventually,
it
like
is.
4,
It's
5, and 6 are going to be like a thing of the past. And it's going to be like, our kids' kids are going to be like, Leia? That's not in Star Wars, you stupid idiot.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
Yeah, that's
Luckily,
what's
there's Star Wars
happen.
Legends, and people can go back and find that stuff and actually read it. And
At least they
what it was
haven't
from the past.
rebooted it yet. And they said they will never reboot Star Wars. They will just keep it going. So
we'll see what happens.
All
I
right.
don't believe them.
Moving on to our next topic of conversation.
Yeah.
sorry.
Remember that
No,
Marvel
that's great.
MMO that was supposed to come out at one point?
Yay!
No,
Yeah.
I don't actually.
So they were working on Marvel MMO, they being
Okay.
Disney, as you'd imagine. It's the co-publisher of
Disney.
games like DC Universe Online, The Lord of the Rings Online, and Dungeons and Dragons Online.
Yeah, because
We're working on a game being developed by the City of Heroes designer Jack Emmert. And it was a Marvel massively multiplayer online game. And then it was later canceled so they could spread their resources over updates to existing MMOs instead. So an artist named Ramiro Gallon claimed that he worked on the canceled MMO and shared his work on the character creator. And he said that emphasis was on rich and vibrant colors with stylistic tones that pay homage to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
God, that looks like garbage. What in the fucking Fortnite?
I feel like we're watching
shit?
Despicable Me.
Yeah.
It is Despicable
It
Me.
is
like,
Despicable
so much
Me.
like that.
What?
That's-
I'm telling you,
that
dude.
was in my head actually when I was looking at it. So I mean, like the menu design looks kind of cool, but like if you look at the
God.
characters, like they just look really silly and very much like a.
It looks like you
DreamWorks
could
pictures kind
choose
of
different
situation.
agencies. You can be X-Men, Avenger, Shield, or Fantastic Four. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yep, you can pick a faction. You were able to pick
faction.
a faction, yeah. But yeah, you can pick your. They have screenshots if you just Google on the internet. Marvel create a hero screenshots leak
Superpower,
or whatever.
electricity.
You can pick your build type. You can customize your hero. You
mean-
can pick your head style.
God, this was
your
going to be full of
abilities and
microtransactions.
shit like that. Yeah.
Done. I'm done with it already. Thank God it got canceled.
I knew it was going to get
The menu
canceled.
design though looks pretty cool. I like it. There's even a store in this one thing with the shoes. There's a store up in the corner.
Yeah.
Brett, sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It's different, you know. It reminds me of Battlefield
my
Heroes.
God.
Remember that game?
Yeah, Despicable Me. That's exactly what it looks like.
Telling you, man. I am freaking telling you.
Despicable Me.
Oh, you get a
So-
little comic issue of your character too.
Yeah.
NFTs. That's how they always sell them.
Would y'all have played in a Marvel MMO?
No,
No.
No, not this thing.
yeah, no,
It doesn't even look like Marvel.
no.
What would be an ideal, like Austin? Let's
Oh, God.
ask you. You're
Here
an
we
MMO.
go.
You're an
Here we
MMO
go.
guy. You're
Oh,
an
no.
MMO fanboy.
Yeah. What? Yes, up.
What world or fantasy realm or whatever, like property that exists in the world, would you want an MMO to live in? Like if
Star
they were-
Wars.
Okay. Star Wars. I asked Austin,
No,
but that's
we were
fine.
not-
I'm just fucking with you.
We talked about this. It's dead to me. It's dead.
It's dead to me.
Wait, yeah. So what would be like a franchise or an IP or something that you'd be like, that would make for a badass MMO?
Legend of Zelda.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a terrible idea. I'm just kidding.
I can see that
I knew
working.
it.
I can see that being
I
interesting.
mean, yeah, you could just pick one of the people. You could be a Hyrule warrior,
yeah,
Make your own
like
Hyrule
a-
Warrior.
a knight. You go out into the world.
yeah.
You got to kill all the the Goblikin.
Goblikins.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys.
Goblikins.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be freaking awesome.
I like that idea.
Man. Yeah, that would.
Well,
be
that's
a
not all
pretty
you
good
would
one.
do, but you know.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, no. I get you.
Yeah.
There'd be other
But
characters
you
you
could be
fight.
a Gerudo. You could
Mhm.
be one of the fish people. You could be
Yeah, because that world is pretty
Yeah.
intense. Yeah.
yeah.
There's
Huh.
possibilities there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
What
I'm telling
about
you.
What about you, Rhett?
$1
$1 million idea right there.
That's $1 million idea.
$1 billion idea.
I'd really like to see an MMO in the world of Kirby. I'm just kidding. Funny shit. Let me think. I'm
What a
cracking
bullshit
myself up.
answer,
I know,
bro.
right?
Fucking bullshit.
I probably should have thought of that before I
I
asked
think
you the question.
Game of Thrones would be a good one.
That was the first thing I thought of when I was putting that out
Like
there.
something, has enough
Yeah.
factions, I guess you would say.
Yeah, because you can build characters in that world. And
Can you imagine
it's
going to
like,
a
'cause-
faction war?
That's what sucks with like a DC and the Marvel stuff. You're kind of limited, even though the world's big. Like
Yeah.
their factions alone, X-Men, Avengers, fucking Fantastic Four, Shield. You're kind of limited, and like all the powers, you're basically trying to turn that hero into either Iron Man or Hulk or anything like that. So you just
I'm about
rather
to
play the
blow your
character.
mind.
Yeah.
oh shit.
You're wrong, Jason.
Oh wow. Probably not the first time I heard that
There's
today.
a multiverse.
Yeah,
you
that,
could just be like, the X-Men from Universe 5384 needs our help. Let's go.
well, I'm about to blow your mind. That's Marvel's Champions. That's already out, where you play as different multiverses.
So you're wrong.
So go fuck yourself, bud.
Damn it. It's a card game.
No, is that is it the Champions? I can't remember what it's called, but there is a MMO that's you go to different multiverses and have different Spider-Man hang out and do shit.
I know what I want.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I
But you're
want-
playing as that character. If you're coming up with a new character, you're basically making that character close to your
awesome.
hero. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
yeah.
So-
I'm from a different universe.
Yeah.
I want a pirate MMO
Ooh.
where you play as, you make your own pirate character, you make him a badass,
Yeah.
you go do quests, and then you
Like
can
it.
start with a ship, and then eventually
Yeah.
your raid battles
Skull
are
and Bones.
fucking epic. But not Skull and Bones, because you can get off your ship, damn it. You can walk around. So kind of like a mix of Sea of Thieves, Skull and Bones, but it's like full on MMO.
Okay.
You can have big giant ass ship battles on the
So-
sea and fight people.
Is it
and then you can
PvP
go,
all the time?
not always.
Mine is
no.
like you go to like a
Maybe certain areas like the Pacific Ocean or something.
the ocean is PvP.
Oh.
And when you get to the land, you enter into zones that are either PvP or PvE zones.
I know what you could do.
What?
You someone's coming at you, you're in PvP, and you're just like, parlay, parlay, and you raise the flag, parlay, and be like, fuck, I can't kill you.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh.
And then you can like when you get on the islands, you
Do
do
whatever you
quests to get your booty and stuff like that.
I bet you
But
get booty.
it's not as basic as Sea of Thieves. It's got more like depth to it, more enemies, a lot of mythical creatures and shit like that, like just mysteries, creatures.
Ooh,
You got
that'd
the
be cool.
Kraken, all that stuff. I think that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
Just an expanded version of Sea of Thieves that
Yeah.
does more and isn't so
It'd
focused
be
on
great
one
if
thing.
you could have NPCs on your boat, and then you could send them to attack.
What
Like
are
Skull
you
and Bones.
doing?
What are you doing?
Give
It
me
doesn't
that.
open well enough.
No, it does. Just
No, I
crack
got it. Okay.
Jesus Christ, you pull out your keys for everything. Okay.
If you're
Jason,
watching the
what'd you
video
say?
version, you're missing out.
I said Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I think that would be pretty cool.
I feel like we're missing something.
We
I think
are.
I
I'm
think a
thinking.
medieval-
Starcraft.
Ooh,
Yeah. Or
That
Star
needs to
Fox.
be one.
no.
Oh, shit. But how
No.
deep does that lore go?
No,
I
StarCraft.
don't know.
Just StarCraft. No.
Okay,
Just
fine.
StarCraft.
StarCraft. Whatever you
Wrong
want.
answer.
No, there is actual footage of an MMO StarCraft that never
Yeah.
got made.
Well, I
was
mean, because
like,
even with when they had
bro.
StarCraft Ghosts and shit like that, that was gonna be really cool.
Yeah.
There's like so much lore. I mean, you already have the factions built in. I mean, it's just do what they did with Warcraft and just turn it into World of StarCraft. Freaking idiots.
Well, they
Stop.
can't do that now because they
Jesus.
want StarCraft to be the thing. Which I
But
think
they're
could
not
have
making it
two.
the thing. They just like shit the bed on that game.
Oh, they didn't shit
Like
the
Amber
bed.
Heard.
No, I think it was worse than Amber Heard, if you ask me.
God.
They didn't shit the bed; they soaked it.
Aquaman.
Oh, there you go. Yep. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's my new saying, by the way. I love it.
What, Aquaman?
Aquaman. You haven't heard
does
that
that mean?
audio clip?
No.
You both haven't? So, like, during the case and stuff, they played all the audio that they recorded of each other. And I guess Amber Heard was bitching at Johnny about something, and Johnny put on her wig, and she's like, Johnny, give me my wig back. And he's like, Aquaman, because he's drunk as shit.
That's fucking.
Oh,
that's pretty
I love
good.
it.
All right, moving on, everybody. Oh shit. Okay.
Right, compose yourself.
So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is a surprise game that was announced earlier this year, coming out the same year they brought out
Someone's
Pokemon
excited.
Arceus. Pretty wild. And Pokemon Scarlet and Violet drops later this year in November 18th. And in this game, it's going to have a new world with new starter Pokemon, all these things. But
All right,
the
get
big
to-
announcement,
Get to the meat.
Yeah.
Get to the
big
meat.
meat of this is it's 4-player co-op.
There we go. That's what needed to happen a long time ago to
Can
shake
you
things up.
imagine
Dude, it
going
took 'em
to
long
an
enough.
I
adventure?
know.
So, but how's this gonna? What I'm curious about is,
have to
do
get it,
you
Brett.
think it's gonna be like Sword and Shield, where it's like open area, or do you think it's gonna actually be like
Open
Arceus with
area.
more openish world ish?
It looks
with
like-
your friends.
To be
No, it's gonna be like
honest,
Arceus, but that's still open area.
Well, yeah, but I
really
mean like
big.
more open, like because like at least with Arceus there's multiple open areas.
Yeah.
Whereas in like Sword and Shield you just have one semi like tiny, or it was a decent sized open area, but it's just one.
to be honest, I don't care. They threw multiplayer in this. They had multiplayer in Pokemon Go, and that was annoying because you run around together and you were stuck on a screen. With this, is going to be phenomenal. If you can Pokeball each other, Pokeball each other, that'll be outstanding. You can go around and do missions together. I would go out and buy a new Nintendo Switch just for this game so Sam and I can play together.
Wow.
Wow. I am
okay.
so excited for this.
Oh,
I'm
it
not
does
gonna
say
lie.
Scarlet and Violet will be open world,
Mm.
and players will be able to visit areas in any order without the story gating progress.
Yes.
That's great.
That's
Um,
cool.
So
Right, but
it's
this is the big question, guys.
What?
Scarlet or Violet?
Did you see the memes out there about the Violet legendary Pokemon?
No.
I haven't even looked at them.
Looks like a giant penis.
Oh my god.
He's got 2 ball sacks at the bottom and a big stick coming out.
You would notice that.
No, I didn't notice it. People were talking
No, you
about
just
the
said you
internet.
noticed it.
No,
I'm
I
looking it up
said,
right
did
now.
you
Yeah, I'm
see
gonna
what
look it up.
people noticed about legendary? Piece of shit.
Not.
But you can also battle and trade in person. in the game,
Mhm.
and remote trading will take place as well.
Nice.
But yeah, they're looking to really put a lot of emphasis into multiplayer in this game, which is a very
Nice.
exciting thing because like that's one of the things I don't like about Pokemon in a lot of ways. I do get bored after a while, just like running around by myself. But if like we have a group of us that we can like
just
hang out
run
with
around
and just,
catching
like,
Pokemon,
gotta
battling
catch
each other.
them all together.
Pokemon. What?
This is the thing, guys.
Doesn't look like
Are there
a
going to be
penis.
missions for us to do as a team, or is it just like go have fun?
Well, I mean, if you play Pokemon, you just like walk around, you just catch Pokemon.
Just catch Pokemon, man.
There's no missions in that game.
There's
And
no
you go to,
point.
like, then you go to do battles. Now I hope the battles will let you do those multiplayer. You know, like where you can do like team battles and shit like that.
Oh, like they do in Pokemon Go,
Yeah.
the app.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, raids would be sick.
Raids will be sick. I have a feeling they're probably going to that.
Yeah.
If they're having 4-player co-op, probably so.
I just don't know how the hell Game Freak was able to put out 2 mainline Pokemon games in the same year. That just baffles my mind.
Yeah.
Especially how like Sword and Shield was just for like a half step. I mean, this is probably going to feel like a half step too. They
But
probably just
still,
took
man,
the
it's getting
same
there.
Arceus map and added some more trees and was like, here you go. But it's got
We need to make
co-op.
more money
I don't know.
right now.
It's a good step forward for Pokemon.
It is,
That's what
yeah.
I'm saying. It's just like finally something different.
They've pushed the
Something to
envelope
change.
twice this year. It's
Yeah.
kind of surprising.
Looking forward for your review, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be our game of the year. I don't know.
Probably. More than likely.
No.
Or
no.
Roller Champions, one of the two.
Do y'all want to hear what our game of the year is so far?
What?
Evil
Wait.
Dead.
You ain't wrong.
I don't know if I
Me
can
and
call
Jason
that
talked
my-
about
Yeah, we
this.
talked about it actually.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in our drunken stupor at the
Why?
lake.
At the lake.
Why? What did that
Because it's the only thing I can think about. It's the only thing I want to
Yeah.
play right now.
Tiny
I'm just
Tina
like,
is my man. Come
nah,
on.
screw
No.
Tiny Tina's.
Tiny Tina's fun, but I wouldn't say it's game of the year.
Oh, it's
done.
it's my game of the year.
Yeah.
I love Tiny
Well,
Tina.
that's
it
why
really?
you're always wrong.
Right now it is.
Seriously?
Yeah. I love that fucking game.
Man.
It's so good.
Not Horizon?
No.
No. He says no.
No.
I'm having way more fun with Tiny Tina's. Dying Light
Yeah,
2
oh,
is,
yeah, oh,
was
yeah.
entertaining, but that's not even close to being capable of it.
I have a feeling Evil Dead's going to get something this year.
Oh,
to be
yeah.
honest.
I can see it getting best multiplayer.
I think about all the loot I have to pick up at Tiny Tina's every time before I play it. I'm like, yeah, I could like not do that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I mean, that part's a chore, yeah, but the
not-
rest of it's fun.
It's not a chore if you manage it before you pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Austin.
Brett.
What?
I like managing it, okay? I enjoy that excitement of going through a treasure trove
my
of loot that I've just
God.
picked up.
Well, it's all what? Garbage.
It's all mostly garbage, but it's fine. I like it.
I mean, it's all garbage.
Yeah, a friend of the podcast, Scott, picked up the game and said he loves it. So I'm like, hell yeah, man.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
sorry,
gonna have to
Scott.
play with him.
Yeah, we're going to
Sorry,
play
Scott.
together.
Brad, I'm gonna send you something
Why?
Dick pic.
because I want to.
No. Okay, let's
You don't
move
look
on
at it
next.
now, but I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, let's move on to the next topic of conversation here. Splitgate, everybody.
Yes.
Splitgate has announced season 2 coming out later on this year with new game modes and improved matchmaking.
How come we don't play this.
What's up?
We need to. We really
We don't
need
play
to.
this more.
We need
What's going
to.
on with this?
Our community has been complaining to me for weeks that 1, Austin's never on, and 2, we need to play
Accurate.
more games that they all can play.
Yeah.
Not
I got
just-
bitched at this weekend about it.
Yeah. They don't want us to just play the 4-player co-op games. We need to play games that we can all get together and play.
Yeah.
So we're going to start
Wait,
playing some
Say
Splitgate.
what? Oh,
They want to play
we can't
games that
all
like
oh yeah, I guess we
yeah,
can
we
all
can do
get
custom
together.
games and like get
Yeah.
everybody. We can get like 8 people in there. Or like
I found the article,
like,
Brett.
Among Us and shit like that. What'd you find?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Fans think Pokemon's Violet's legendary Miraidon looks like a penis.
See? Told you. I'm not crazy.
So we need to go and plan it out. If we're going to do a Splitgate night, we need to plan it out and
Yeah.
Yeah.
do it.
I'll schedule it for like 3 weeks from now or something.
3 weeks? Why about not next week, but the week after?
We can do that too.
Oh.
Well, no, I can't actually. I'm gonna be on my trip with work that week.
Well, that's fine. You don't have to be there for it.
I gotta be there for community night. I'm the community, bro.
I am the community.
Wow. Okay.
Every time I stream, the community's streaming.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay, we should do a Pokemon Drunk Edition Smash or Pass.
No.
Why not?
For the characters?
No.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Are you talking about the actual Pokemon?
Yeah, we smashed
No. I'm not fucking a
Here,
Pokemon.
you do that yourself
Yeah.
over there, buddy.
Yeah. We'll record you doing it. It's already a pass
All
for
right.
me for every single one.
I'm gonna have to get really drunk.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, Splitgate 2.
All right,
Yeah,
Splitgate 2 anyway.
We should definitely play this more. Sorry, I totally just derailed that.
Anyway, so they revealed that they're going to be changing the leveling system, getting a
Okay.
complete overhaul in season 2. Second season is going to include rewarding committed players, providing them with new and unique challenges, and giving them the opportunity to customize their player cards and show off their skills with badges.
Okay.
Like Apex Legends. Once a new season launches, Splitgate's player cards will function like Apex Legends banner cards, which allow you to display the achievements for friends and foes to see.
Okay.
They are
Nice.
remastering a map. So Abyss map is going to be completely remastered.
I saw that map on the trailer. It looks very cool.
Yeah. So their goal is to get the Splitgate maps. New maps are on the horizon. Their goal is to get the current maps to AAA status before exiting the beta period. Curious players can learn even more about map changes via a sneak peek of the remastered Abyss map. And then they're improving gameplay balance and reducing wait times while queuing into a match. There's a current bot problem with matchmaking woes outlining upcoming changes. They're overhauling their entire backend, specifically because they want an amazing matchmaker that is fast and scalable to give our players great matches.
Okay.
Then they're adding 3 new modes, which there wasn't already enough modes as it was. You know, it's like crazy that they're just like continuing to give to the community.
They had
It's
like, what, 6 modes?
no, there's like 10 or 12.
10?
Yeah, that's a lot. They're gonna have hot zones. This is a mode that's a new take on King of the Hill. Players must secure a zone for 30 total seconds to score a point. But the moment it's secured, the zone will move to a different location. The 30 seconds required to earn a point do not have to be consecutive, and the seconds timer does not begin to tick unless a single team controls the zone uncontested. Then they have lockdown. That's like domination mode. Once you control a hill, you don't have to sit in it to remain in control of the zone. But like domination, once you control a hill, you don't have to sit there.
Okay.
But unlike domination, lockdown only rewards a point when all 3 zones are controlled by the same team.
Jesus, that's brutal.
Yeah. Once the zones are controlled, they will move elsewhere. Each match has a 10-minute limit, and the points required to win differ slightly. In ranked mode, the first team to accumulate 3 points wins, while those playing lockdown and casual lobbies will only need to snag 2 points to win. So basically control all 3 points twice, which is very similar to, I think that's how it is in Halo Infinite. They have a mode like that. Then Juggernaut. This is the most exciting addition, they say here in this article from GameSpot. This is a new free-for-all mode in which one player is a Juggernaut and all other players are on a team against the Juggernaut.
Holy shit.
The player in this role gets more health, can run faster than all players, but cannot use a portal gun. Each second the Juggernaut stays alive nets the player points. To become the Juggernaut, you must land the final killing blow on the current Juggernaut.
What? That one sounds fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I want to play that one and the teabag one.
That
shit.
was pretty good.
So yeah, we should get back into this game. This is the only like
I don't
PvP
have it.
shooter that I enjoy. Like,
I'm gonna download it right now.
you gonna download it right now?
I already have it downloaded. It's always
I have
there.
it. Yeah, it's always there for me.
It's gonna be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah,
Definitely want to jump back into that for sure.
most definitely.
Last but not least, we have an article on Sonic Frontiers. This is the new open world Sonic game coming out at some point soon in the future. And Sonic Frontiers is being made by Sega, and it's open world with Sonic the Hedgehog. It is very, very high quality graphics, much higher quality than past Sonic games. And it's also fully 3D and fully open world. And it looks a lot like Breath of the Wild. And IGN is doing their series called IGN First, where they have exclusive coverage to reveal all kinds of stuff about Sonic Frontiers. The first thing they showed off was an open world exploration video. It was about 7 minutes long and showed Sonic running around this massive world, jumping on rails, climbing up the side of buildings, this, that, whatever. And the second one that just came out as we're recording this today was a combat video. And it's all about the combat in the game. And so far, What do y'all think of this game? Austin, did you watch the video footage of Sonic Frontiers?
I thought I did, but I guess I didn't. There's a lot more here than I.
Well, I sent you a teaser video.
Yeah, just watch it. We'll discuss a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about this. Like Brett and I just watched it today, and I feel like Sonic's kind of out of place in this world because he's very cartoonish, and the world looks so real to me. And then like the combat system seemed very repetitive in my eyes. The enemies they seem unique, but it just seemed repetitive. I enjoy watching Sonic run around up on the platforms that they had floating around. That was very cool. But everything else in between, it just felt a little empty to me. I didn't see like any good interactions. I don't know if it was just a bad like lull point in the game, and I just need to see more of the gameplay to get a feel for it. But after watching that, I kind of felt like let down a little bit. It's very beautiful. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like it's another open world game, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't see any like upgrade features or like how the tree will work or like the map in general, like open up the menu and see the whole world and all that. I see there's focus points on certain areas that you can go to start a side mission, but I was just like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first thing that I noticed with it is it looks, I mean, visually, the graphics are really good. The lighting's really good, but it's just, it feels very bland. That's the kind of the word that I have for it. It's just a very bland open world space. And like, I had the same problem with Breath of the Wild, but at least Breath of the Wild had very interesting combat with like interesting enemies to fight and interesting puzzles throughout and stuff like that. And like, they showed some of the puzzles in the first video with this, and they also showed some of the combat sequences, and it just feels like a tech demo more than it does an actual like fully realized game. Like there's nothing like when I think of Sonic, I think of like bright colors, super fast speeds. I think of zany characters, like all these different things come to mind. And in this one, Sonic doesn't run very fast unless you activate like the speed boost, and even that, like it's only for a short period of time. The running on the rails is pretty cool and interesting, but there's just not a lot of color here. It's just all like green and drab, like green and like neutral colors and stuff of like old stone. It's like you're into this old ancient world that used to be cool and exciting and not so much anymore. And I feel like that's just kind of a disservice of the whole like Sonic. It reminds me a lot of Pokemon Arceus, honestly. It's like they were doing a game where like, let's go back in time to the early days of like the the Pokemon universe and do an origin story. But in Pokemon Arceus, it oftentimes just felt like a very empty world that you were exploring. And this looks to be a lot like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I think about it.
I feel you on that. I kind of wish they went with more of what I saw in the Sega, you know, very kind of not cartoonish, but like it matches Sonic a little bit and probably a little bit more. I guess it should just stuck it as a side scroller and that's it.
I mean, I could see like a 3D world that's almost more like the Fortnite art style in a way.
That
like
would be cool.
That would make a lot more sense. Still a massive open world, but more like that Fortnite aesthetic. I think would be more appropriate for this, as opposed to what we have, which is like somebody like what Kotaku mentioned. It looks like an Unreal Engine tech demo video with that an indie developer put Sonic into.
Austin, did you finish watching it? What do you feel?
Yeah, I was watching some of the gameplay and combat stuff, and I really don't know what I should expect from a Sonic game. It's always been side-scrolling games, so I mean, I don't know if I like the enemies right now, and yeah, it kind of looks like a tech demo. When's it supposed to come out?
I don't know.
I mean, maybe this is just still early stuff, you know? But I mean, so far, I will probably pick up this game. I haven't played a Sonic game since like the Sega era of this game, of this franchise. So who knows? I mean, this could blow us out of the water. This could actually be our game of the year if it comes out this year.
Supposedly, it's slated for this year.
Okay.
Somehow. But they haven't released an actual date yet.
Okay. But
It's delayed.
to be honest, I'm happy that it's going to the PS5. For what it's putting out, for what I can see, it deserves to be on the PS5 and not the Switch or anything like that.
Yeah.
First time I saw this, I thought it was going directly to the Switch until, I was watching and I was just like, this can't be on the Switch. And then they show the PS5 and I was just like, okay, perfect.
Yeah.
So
Originally, this was come out in 2021, and they delayed it to make it better. So this is the making it better.
making it better. They should have skins and you can use the shitty Sonic from the movie skin.
That would be awesome.
That would be amazing. Yeah. I think it'll fit in this world, to be honest.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where it goes. I mean, we think about it, the side scrollers are based in a world like this. It just looks different because it's side scroller.
Yeah, but Sonic's just look.
But it's also got more color too, doesn't it? I mean, it's more vibrant.
I mean, yeah, it's stylized and stuff.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's
I'm
what I
just-
feel like is missing is the stylization that is just like kind of a staple of
Sonic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Then I don't know. I'm still going to pick up the game.
Yeah.
Because I enjoy the open world games, and hopefully I'll enjoy this one. But I do want to see a skill tree. I want to see the map and all that because I'm assuming there's upgrades to Sonic that you can do.
Probably.
Like, I want to go into a town. I want to go into like a base. I want there to be enemies shooting at me and stuff. I want to be bouncing around and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, bouncing around.
Well, so far it looks better than the Kirby game. At least we know this one's open world.
Kirby.
That's so
Fucking
mean.
Kirby.
So mean.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for the games or for the news this week, everybody.
And the hot
If you
takes.
haven't subscribed, yes, and the hot takes. Yeah, they're hot, spicy hot. Like a
hot
hot
takes.
tamale. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to us yet on YouTube, you can watch these discussions and much more at youtube.com/innergamer. We'll take a quick break and come back with our discussion of State of Play 2022 and then our Summer Games Fest predictions.
2022.
We'll be right back, everybody. It is time for our topic of the show. This week, we talk about the State of Play that PlayStation just had last week, State of Play 2022, and also our Summer Games Fest predictions. So we are entering the Summer Games Fest, sponsored by Jeff Keighley. This is kind of his replacement in lieu of E3, especially during COVID times, where he was like, let's bring some gamers together, some publishers, and let's talk about some video games in
Give
a
'em
digital
COVID.
space. I don't know about that, but yeah. And since he started it back in 2020,
Games.
it has expanded and grown. And this year, there's going to be two things. It's interesting. It's a weird year because we don't have E3 again. They decided to cancel again. We have Summer Games Fest, which is his like kickoff event, which if y'all remember, Summer's Games Fest, I think it was either last year or a year prior to that, he announced Elden Ring. He got the exclusive on Elden Ring's announcement, which is a pretty big deal. And then we have the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase on June 12th. So as you listen to this podcast, the Summer Games Fest will be in 2 days. And then a week and 2 days from this podcast is Xbox and Bethesda Showcase. Surprisingly, Ubisoft hasn't announced an Ubisoft Forward of any kind. Nintendo has not announced a Nintendo Direct of any kind. And EA has not announced any EA Play event, all of which did stuff last year around June. So very surprising that they're not having any kind of presentation here. But that aside, there's likely going to be some of those publishers coming into the fray with these two events here. But first, I want to talk about State of Play that happened and was announced with some third-party games. Austin, what'd you think of State of Play?
Didn't see it.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool.
Son of a bitch! Just kidding. Anyway, so let's talk a little bit about State of Play.
Yep.
Me
that
and
on the-
Jason
that my
watched
homework?
it. Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Just as a gamer, your job is to watch all the things that happen,
stay up to date.
stay up to date
Okay.
with stuff, you know.
Can I say something again?
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
This stuff doesn't ever pop up to me anymore. Like it used to pop up all the time. Like
It's because
I-
you're.
I don't
it's
see
It's because
any
you're
of it.
It's
searching
because your
boobs.
YouTube feed has been overrun with like
Boobs.
crazy things. You know, you gotta start
Boobs.
watching games again.
Boobs.
I play
Yeah.
games. I don't watch them.
You gotta watch video game videos, bruh.
Yeah, that's all I watch.
Les Young,
Not all I
yeah,
watch.
who just talks about controversial stuff.
And he only pops up
more
every so often.
IGN and shit like that.
So
No,
Brett, what did
about
you
this.
think of the State of Play?
Yeah.
So I watched every. I've actually watched it 3 times now.
Jesus,
I watched,
it wasn't that great. You watched it 3 times?
I like to be informed, okay?
Okay.
For our audience of
Yeah.
people, I like to make sure I'm informed and I know what we're talking about, all that good stuff. So it was I didn't have super high expectations because I honestly didn't know it's not a showcase. So it's not like here's all of our grand announcements and stuff like that. But I will say there were some really, really interesting reveals and presentations here.
Okay.
So I think by far and large, the standouts for me were Roller Drome,
Yes.
which we're going to talk about.
Yes.
Very, very cool. I think Callisto Protocol looks fucking awesome.
God, that game looks creepy as shit.
So good. And I honestly was blown away by Final Fantasy 16, Austin, that got announced. The new mainline Final Fantasy game. Announced and revealed.
It looks
with a date.
really good. I
Final
might
Fantasy
pick
16.
it up.
believe you.
Oh, you need to watch it. Watch it.
I don't believe
Watch
Brett liked it.
No,
I mean, I'm not gonna play it, but
Yeah, you
like
won't play it,
it's
but-
visually
And
it's
there it
stunning.
is.
Visually it's stunning. Oh, and then Stray. They showed
Yeah,
Stray
Stray,
gameplay,
I'm
and that
gonna
looked
pick
really
up.
good. So those are the things that like really stood out to me.
Okay.
But what stood out for you?
So what stood out for me was the Horizon PSVR 2.
Yeah,
That stood
Call of
out
the
a
Mountain.
lot to me. What was it called?
Call of the Mountain.
Call of the Mountain. I don't know why. Just visually looking at it, it looks stunning. But when Brett and I were watching it, I was just like, there's a lot of action. There's a lot of shit going on, and there's still a cable attached to you. I don't see this doing well, and I really hope it comes out on the Quest because I will pick it up because you're climbing, you're turning around, you're fighting robots, you're doing everything that Forbidden West has in the game, you know, shooting the arrows, all that shit. I'm just like, I felt the same struggle that I felt with Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. When I picked that up, I was super stoked, super excited. But whenever I was playing it, running around, and there was a zombie behind me, I would turn around and the cord would just get wrapped around me constantly. And I'm just like, this isn't going to be great on the PSVR 2. I get they have better graphics, better controllers and all that, and the camera will actually move around with you. It's just, I don't see it being good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just because of the cable being attached.
yeah.
So I'm hoping that they release it on the Oculus Quest. I was excited to see that they finally released the Spider-Man onto PC, so PC players can enjoy that and enjoy the
That was a surprise.
mod it and whatever. That was a big surprise, and I was shocked. And that, what was it called? Roller Dome?
Roller Drome.
Roller
And I
Drome.
found out the Roller Drome was from the developers of Ollie Ollie World, which is a popular side-scrolling skateboarding game.
Oh.
But this is definitely a big departure for them.
That game looks fun. You're basically in a futuristic world where you're in a battle arena and you have guns and you're rolling around on skates to fight people. And it has bullet time. It looks like that My Friend Pedro
Yeah.
game. I am super stoked for that game. I don't know if it's going to be multiplayer. I meant to ask you that because I don't think
I don't think it
they
is.
can be a PvP.
Yeah.
I would kind of wish it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Especially after playing Roller Champions. It would
Yeah,
be really
that would
cool
be
to have
fun.
that. But
And I've been excited for Stray for the longest time, and I don't know why. It just looks like a very good game, and that's where you play as the cat in the futuristic world without humans, and you're just exploring the world, and that game looks phenomenal.
yeah.
So
Yeah, Roller Drome was cool because that was unexpected for one, and two,
Yep.
it's coming out August 16th of this year,
mhm.
so it's very soon.
Not a fan of the art style.
Yeah, it's very Sable was a game that came out a couple years ago that's like the exact same art style.
I like the art style.
Line art kind of look and stuff like
Yeah.
that, hand drawn effect. I thought it was cool. I mean, it's definitely different.
Mhm.
But yeah, Tunic's coming out on PlayStation.
Yes, I'm
so
excited
that's
for
coming
that.
out. So
I'm
you'll be able to
most
play
that
definitely
freaking
picking that up.
time.
Yes.
You'll be able to play Tunic on September 27th.
Yep, picking that one up.
The Callisto Protocol game,
my
that's the one that's from the guy that one of the creators of Dead Space.
Do you guys think I should
Showville.
play Dead Space first before I jump into this?
No, it's completely separate.
I know it's separate,
Yeah.
but like to get like a feel for it.
I don't think so. I
No?
think I would just jump into this. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I do think you should play the Dead
Ugh.
Space remake when it comes
Oh,
out.
I will.
I just don't know how like the original Dead Space would hold up now with just like. I mean, there were some stuff that I will say, like Dead Space in particular, just as far as like pushing games forward.
Yeah.
Did a really, really good job. It was one of the first games I played where they had like a in-world UI that like your menus and everything was like, it was like popped up as a hologram in front of your chest or whatever.
Okay.
Like in
There
the
was
world.
no pause screen.
There was also no pause screen. So you could always get killed. The weapon designs were really, really good. There was just a lot of really neat mechanics and stuff that they put in there that just I hadn't ever seen in a game before that blew me away.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say I don't think it matters to go back to that one. But I would recommend obviously playing Dead Space Remake when that comes out.
Oh yeah, I'm planning on picking it up because I always wanted to play that game, and I don't know why I never picked it up. But I would probably pick up this one though. I'm disappointed with this state of play just because they didn't show anything with God of War Ragnarok, and I really thought this was time to shine on that, especially since they're having it for free this month on PlayStation Plus. Yeah. I thought that was like a key clue indicator that hey, we're gonna show some shit.
I think this one was meant to be a third party showcase with the exception of Spider-Man, but like
and
I think that was kind of their focus. Final Fantasy is not PlayStation. No.
And Resident Evil.
Resident Evil is also not PlayStation. I mean, it's PlayStation exclusive, but it's not like that's not their stuff.
And that's another thing that people blew up about.
Well, they did show Horizon though.
Yeah,
I took
Horizon.
that back. So I guess it really was kind of a mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really should have shown.
But yeah, Resident Evil 4. I think I might actually play this one. This will be the first ever. Well, second. I played Resident Evil Raccoon City.
It's good.
Yeah, that's all I hear. This is the best one, and that they remade it, and everyone like blew up about it. So I might pick this one up. And then didn't they show a PSVR 2 for Resident Evil of some sort?
Village for Resident Evil Village will do that. And they also did say that the Resident Evil 4 remake is going to have a VR content with it.
Okay.
For PSVR 2.
Oh,
So they'll have kind of that all kind of ties in together.
Okay.
Yeah. What I was really surprised by, one of the big shockers for me was they showed off Street Fighter 6 gameplay.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
And Street Fighter 6 is has an open world, Austin.
Yeah.
There's an open world in Street Fighter.
What the
You can
fuck?
run around in this like crazy, colorful, like graffiti. It honestly reminds me of Bleeding Edge. The aesthetic of everything reminds me a lot of that. But yeah, fully open world, and then you'd have a fighting game inside of that open world. It was very weird.
It's very colorful, like visually.
So
I'll take open world.
Yeah. It's definitely some interesting things for sure. It wasn't like anything that was like, holy shit, this is like blow my mind.
Yeah, this
but
is something I want to focus
I
in
do
on.
think Final Fantasy 16 like visually just like stunned me with some of the just insanity.
Okay, it does look pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
I think my PS5 is going to start screaming if I play that one.
Yeah.
Just by watching it, I was just like, yeah, I can hear it now. Just, whoa.
That's what I always like about Final Fantasy is that it's just I don't know, visual porn for the eyes.
Yeah.
And I read that this is the first time they've gone full fantasy in 16 years.
Wow.
So that's a pretty big deal for them to like.
Well, the
go
summons
back.
alone were fucking
Oh, yeah.
phenomenal. Like I think they showed 4 of them.
I think so.
Yeah.
It reminded me of in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they had like the mega Pokemon that you could like have battle.
Yeah.
But it looked like shit because it was like bad graphics. And then here's like, what if like, Pokemon grew up and they became like these hardened giant monsters with high res graphics and just like wreaked hell on the world. It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Chad Pokemon.
Chad Pokemon.
Oh man. But so that's the state of play that happened. But I do want to talk about the Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Bethesda Showcase and just kind of throw it out there for us to make like, let's say 3 predictions each of like what are some things that we really want to see announced, whether it be like a brand new game reveal, a content, like maybe like some kind of big update that's like not just like, hey, here's like a release date for the game that we already knew was coming out, but like something that's like a new feature, a new announcement about a game that we do know about that's just like, holy shit, that's happening. Like to the caliber of like Ghost of Tsushima coming out and saying, hey, there's now multiplayer for this game.
God.
Those kinds of things is what I'm looking at there.
Wait,
I think I have 2.
Xbox?
Yeah, it can be Xbox, Bethesda, or it can really be anything. Because I mean, if I would say I would pick which thing it's going to be for.
I might have a 3rd
Because there's also then there's a Summer Games Fest. It's going to be like all over the place. So
Okay.
like in. I want to pull up real
Let
quick.
me go first, real fast.
Go ahead.
Hang on, but before you go,
Okay. Jeez.
I want to look
Let me
at.
grab some water to clear my mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Let's see. So, for example, in 2021 Summer Games Fest, they announced the Elden Ring gameplay trailer. They announced Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. They announced Metal Slug Tactics, the Death Stranding Director's Cut, Jurassic World Evolution 2, the new mode for Among Us, 2 Point Campus was announced. Let's see.
Talk about announcements, or are we talking about like
These were reveals.
something I want to see?
Well, I'm just saying what they had last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Overwatch 2 showed off some new characters. They had Call of Duty Zombies creator was announced. Far Cry 6 talks about his character. Evil Dead the game showed off their first gameplay. Black for Blood showed off gameplay. So that was all announced last year. So there's like a lot of new gameplay announcements.
I think I have 3 now.
And all that stuff. And then any games you're like, oh, I haven't heard of this game in a while. And you can do some like crazy hard hitters of like,
yes,
I've never heard of this ever.
Yeah.
So what is it?
Okay.
So
You want to go first, sir?
Yeah. I want to see something from Fable 4
Oh.
and State of Decay 3.
So tell me more. Give me like a prediction. Not just I want to see this, but like what are they gonna do with that? Are they gonna like give me some hard, heavy hitting predictions here? Like,
well, I don't have any predictions for you, sadly. But for Fable 4, I want to see open world, 4-person co-op. You go into the wild and do all these missions. Yeah, Breath of the Wild me.
When do you think it's gonna come out?
2024.
Damn, that's far. So sad. Goodbye.
2024,
Fable.
2025.
Oh my gosh, man. Dude, I'm gonna be like 34.
I mean, who even knows about Fable anymore? I mean, besides us, duh.
Yeah.
But, like, they really gotta bring in the new generation somehow.
Yeah.
This is true.
Cosmetics, pay to play, pay to win, all that stuff's gonna be in there.
Can't wait.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
I love it. Go for it.
Naughty Dog's new game, their new IP. Like
Oh.
their new, because we've been discussing it about Uncharted out in
Fuck yeah.
space. I want to see
I have
something
another one too.
of Naughty Dog that's new.
Yeah.
I know we were like bouncing around that it could be
Yeah.
out in space or something like that. I want to see that.
Do you think when do you think that'll come out?
Oh shit! I think 2023.
Yeah.
If they drop it now, yeah, I think 2023.
I also heard there's rumors that there's still been rumors going around that they're supposed to announce again, we talked about Last of Us remake again. And then the
They'll probably
factions,
show that.
their multiplayer is supposed to be still in development.
Yeah.
And that might be its own standalone release.
Thing.
So
Okay.
that could be a possibility.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. I think it's good.
Should I go through my whole list, or you just want to?
No, let me
Fuck around.
let me throw mine out.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what my prediction was though. I had a prediction and it was really good, and then I forgot it.
That's why I
know what
said
it
that
is.
one first.
I know what it
was
is.
going to forget.
Okay, so Xbox and Bethesda.
Mhm.
This is my prediction for Xbox and Bethesda right now. So Starfield and Redfall have been delayed, right?
Yeah.
Not coming out this year. We're
Okay.
gonna see shit for that. Probably gonna happen. We're gonna get our first like gameplay review, all that stuff. That's not my big thing. What I think they're gonna do instead is Xbox and Bethesda gonna walk out on stage and they're gonna be like, "Yo, we got a new game, and this game is the thing you've been waiting for, The Outer Worlds 2 that's been in development, and we're all one big happy family now, and it comes out in August or September of this year."
Of this year,
Yes.
August is like in
Yes,
2
I
months.
do. They're gonna drop it early. They're gonna
Holy
drop it in
shit.
fall of 2022, like they did with
No.
like Bethesda did with Fallout
no
back in the day.
No,
They announced Fallout 4, and they were like, "Yo, here's Fallout 4. Here's all the things you can do in it. Oh, by the way, it comes out in 3 months."
I think I gave you too many beers.
No. No, it's gonna happen. Hear me out. We haven't seen anything about it. Xbox needs a heavy hitter this year, and it's gonna be The Outer Worlds.
They need a heavy hitter.
Yeah.
unfortunately. Like they're
and they've been working on the Outer Worlds too for like at least 3 or 4 years.
okay.
So it's gonna drop this year. I want to predict it
Here's
right
an
now.
article. MSN powered by Microsoft News. You shouldn't go expecting a 2022 release. Even with a rumored 3-year in development, Obsidian has had a lot on its plate between Avowed and Grounded. The Outer Worlds 2 pre-orders aren't available yet. But we're expecting them to go live next year when a release window will likely be made clear.
Damn, I got another one now.
And that was May 25th of this year.
Okay.
So
I don't know.
shut that shit down, Brett.
Yeah, it's still coming. Just watch. It's gonna happen.
All right, Austin, what do you got? What was that?
I did my other one already.
Okay.
State of Decay 3. I just wanted to have like better objectives, more well-rounded base building, maybe something like Fallout 4.
Okay.
Wait, so when is that coming out?
I'm supposed to predict it coming out.
You got to you got to predict some dates here, man. We got to get
Sorry,
a little
sorry.
crazy. We know the State of Decay is coming, but these are predictions. We're trying to get right. We're trying to predict the future here. We're making some shit happen.
Oh, I'm about to predict.
What was your
November,
first? What was your first
late
game
November.
prediction?
Late November?
Fable.
Coming out 2024, 2025.
Holy shit. I'm just thinking of more shit now. Jesus Christ.
This is what.
And
So
State of
exciting.
Decay 3 coming out late November
Okay, cool. Got it.
to PC and Xbox Series X.
And then Jason, your first pick was remind me again.
Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog and next year.
New IP, next year.
Next year. Okay, cool.
All right, you guys ready for this one?
Blow me out of the water, my friend.
You want me to blow it? Okay. This is like a dream thing. Rockstar comes out. 3 games. 3.
What?
3.
Wow.
You're crazy. You thought I was crazy.
Grand Theft Auto 6. Red Dead Redemption Gunslinger. And Bully 2.
Wait, what's the Gunslinger one? Is that that's like a DLC thing?
No, that is a continuation of the story of one of the guys from
that's
the
right.
gang.
You were telling me that.
Yeah, I saw something on
getting
Reddit
teasers?
about it. I think we're going to get...
What's the focus game? And
So
then
I
what
think
are
the
teasers?
focus game will be Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be last, like for them to reveal. But the first one is probably going to be Red Dead Gunslinger. They're going to reveal that, good open scene of our main character having a shootout at sundown, and then that's it. And then Bully 2 is just going to open up in a schoolroom, and we get the protagonist again, the same guy, I can't remember his name, he's advancing through school. And then it's just going to drop Bully 2. And then Grand Theft Auto 6, they'll just throw up the title, and that's it.
I have a
And
question.
put a release date on it.
Do you think a game like Bully 2 can come out in today's environment?
That's a good question.
Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Because
I'm not-
Bully
I'm not
1,
against that. I'm
Bully
just
1
saying.
didn't
Jimmy Hopkins.
It's Jimmy Hopkins, yes. Bully 1, yes, it can come out. Yes. I guarantee.
Okay.
No.
So you say those are all going to be announced. Are you thinking the Summer Games Fest or the other one?
Summer Games Fest, yeah.
And then Naughty Dog probably all the same.
Yeah.
And then when did you say they were going to come out?
I think, 2025 for Grand Theft Auto 6.
That hurts so bad.
And probably 2023 for Bully 2, because I'm pretty sure they're in works on that one. And then Red Dead, probably 2024. I think that's a good time frame.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do you think they're going to announce them all at the same time?
Oh, dude, that will fucking blow up.
That would. I mean, that would be big.
That'd be amazing. Can you imagine Rockstar just come out and be like, all 3 games, boom.
What
There
if
you go.
Rockstar came out was like, hey, we're going to have our, I don't know, Rockstar Social Club social freaking
We're gonna-
stream.
No, we're going to
have
come
our
out with Grand
stream.
Theft Auto 5 on mobile now.
No.
Hey, it'll fucking happen. It will fucking happen.
Oh, shit. That'd be awful. You just imagine
Jason,
hearing-
I'm going to give you the hardest glare when that happens.
I'm going to laugh. I'll give
Give me
up.
glare down.
I'll quit everything.
glare
I'll quit
down.
this podcast. I'll throw away my PS5. I'll just be done.
God fucking God. Okay, here's a bold prediction. 343's like, guys, we're sorry we fucked up. We're gonna go back to the grind and we're gonna get you everything you wanted for Halo.
We're even gonna fix the TV show.
Look, we can't do anything about that. But
We're gonna reboot the Halo TV series right now.
That would be insane. We're doing it in-house.
Yeah.
Fuck Paramount.
Oh,
See, this is why I wasn't gonna watch any more of that show, and this is why I'm not gonna watch Kenobi because I'm just gonna get fucking let down.
Oh God.
Yeah, but it makes
At least
for a
you know
great
you're gonna get let
conversation,
down.
you know?
No, it's not worth my time.
Oh shit.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
I love it.
Okay, so they're gonna redo the Halo game. Is that a real prediction?
No.
Oh,
I
damn.
just wanted to
I was
say
excited.
that.
Oh shit.
All right.
They're not gonna redo it. It's just
Okay, Brett. What
All right. Let me think here. I got to get something good for the Summer Games Fest. I think we're going to have. Ooh, let's see. What is something we haven't seen or heard from in a while? I would like to see.
Oh yeah, Avowed. I forgot about Avowed.
Yeah, I'm excited about Avowed, but I don't know if that's ever going to come out.
Mhm.
That's going to be a good game for sure.
It's what we already know. It's one of those trailers that's just like this ain't ever coming out. It's just so generic.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I want to see. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out here. Why not?
Okay.
What the hell?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Spider-Man gameplay trailer. Spider-Man 2
Oh shit.
gameplay. Summer
No.
Games Fest. Yeah,
No, they won't
Yeah.
do it there.
yeah.
They
they're
won't
gonna
do it there.
They're gonna do a gameplay. Didn't you say you wanted God of War? You wanted Naughty Dog. They're gonna show Naughty Dog.
Look,
Yeah.
But they
you
won't
go-
do. They'll save Spider-Man for like a state of play or some shit. You really think they'll show it at Summerfest?
I think they would save a Naughty Dog for a state of play. I mean, they'll make it happen, man. They're just gonna do a little tease of like the gameplay,
Like some gameplay?
little gameplay tease, and be
Damn,
like,
I didn't even think about that game. Oh,
they're gonna do a
I
tease of
can,
that.
I can beat you on that one.
No, wait, here, don't beat me
Yeah,
yet.
I'm about to beat you.
Spider-Man 2 is gonna have gameplay reveal,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna look amazing, and it's going to come out in March of 2023.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I can beat you on that.
Dang. Okay, I want to see what's gonna happen.
Oh,
Jason.
and it's gonna be co-op.
Oh.
No, well, you already said it wasn't gonna be co-op.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
They
Um,
did. They did.
They're going to show
Surprise, motherfucker!
they're going to show the Wolverine game.
I was thinking about putting that out there.
Yeah.
but
Sure. But you
Yeah.
stuck with Spider-Man
yeah.
and gave it a release date of
I thought Spider-Man
late
was more
2023.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh.
Okay, so Wolverine game reveal. Or are they gonna do a gameplay?
I think
Or
they'll
just
show.
like a
I think they show a
cinematic?
cinematic. I don't. Maybe. I think cinematic first.
I will
They'll
say
do like a
is
3-second
possibility.
gameplay
No.
of him killing someone with his claws.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be like,
So my last pick was God of War Ragnarok, but since you brought up Marvel, I had to go that route. So
I mean, there is a good possibility that the Wolverine, because of the fact that it's being made by the Miles Morales team. So
yeah,
two separate teams. Technically, they're working on both at the same time.
true.
So there's
True.
a strong possibility, but we'll see.
God, if they
Yeah. Austin, what was your third pick? Did you have a third pick?
after us talking through all this, maybe something.
Yes. Day of
sparked-
Decay,
I
Fable
think I
4.
just said
You got anything
I
for
didn't
a
have a third
Summer
pick.
Games Fest anywhere? Any thoughts on like what they're gonna do? Any surprise announcements? Shockers, if you will.
Shockers.
shucker. I need a shucker.
When's the
How
when is the
about-
Summerfest again?
Next Thursday, the night of our events.
The night of our event. So we're gonna
Oh
be
my
hosting an event. Just I'm constantly on
Watching
YouTube
the
waiting
Game
for
Fest.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I actually seriously thought about like stealing one of the TVs there to put on the Games Fest.
We could.
because it'd be
Why
like
not?
it's like legit would be like a game a nerd fest like hangout thing where it's like
Yeah, we can
you
rename
walk
it
in
Nerd
and you got
Fest.
like people playing and you know like
Inner
places you
Nerd
have
Fest.
people playing football and shit like that and then you see them watching football. Well, we're gonna have people playing games and then watching games. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
I'll be down to clown.
God, it's this game I really want.
I just hope they have like a Apple TV or something hooked up to it where you can just pull up a YouTube video.
Doubt
you
it.
know?
You probably should get it like a little. I have a little Chromecast thing.
Yeah,
If
might
they
to
have
bring
Wi-Fi.
that. Oh, they got Wi-Fi.
Okay.
We plugged in Wi-Fi last time.
Okay.
Okay, so Austin, you don't have any more predictions?
I guess not.
Okay.
Fallout New Vegas 2.
Fallout New Vegas 2. Wow.
We'll get more gameplay of Arc 2 with what's his face.
Arc 2? Oh, Arc
Dude.
Raiders?
Arc Raiders?
No. Was that what's
Yeah.
I
called?
would hope so.
No,
Arc
Arc 2.
Raiders.
Who's in it? Who's the guys in it?
Vin Diesel?
Why can't I? Yeah, Vin Diesel. Yeah.
Oh, I thought the game
that
already came out.
Dragon Age 4 will actually get a trailer.
Oh,
That's
actually
pretty
pretty.
accurate.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Since they dropped the
Yeah.
new
Yeah,
name,
It's already hyped.
yeah, it's already hyped up.
When do you think they're going to release that game?
2025.
Oh my god.
I have no hope for games these days.
We'll probably
Just-
get some more shit for Diablo 4.
Nah, it'll probably come out in
Yeah.
2024.
Possibly, yeah.
2024.
Okay.
Late
2024.
2023. 2024.
Okay,
Yeah.
bet.
How about a major one? Diablo 4 gets a release date
Yeah, I can see that happening.
early next year.
I mean, they already have like a lot of gameplay footage of it and stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can see. That seems reasonable.
I like it.
But yeah. Why not?
Ooh, Avengers DLC.
You stole my shit, man. I was going to say something
What
about
we getting?
Avengers.
What we getting?
We're gonna get who we missing? Give me a minute.
Scarlet Witch.
Everything.
Yeah, Scarlet
Yeah,
Witch.
everybody.
Everything.
You're going to get new story content where you
Yeah.
get to play as She-Hulk.
That's already announced.
But it's going to be a story this time.
Oh, actual story.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
announced she's coming, but she doesn't have a
Spider-Man's
story
coming to
time.
Xbox.
You know what? I think they leaked the story for that already. You get a phone and then you get to go on Tinder and you have to pick
Oh.
the best guy, and then they get in fights with you because they're just low masculinity. And
Fuck off. Fuck off. You serious?
You're just fighting a bunch of dudes the whole time.
Fighting
In
all
an
a bunch
alley.
of dudes.
I
Or no,
gotta-
you're in a bar. It's a bar fight, and you're beating up all these chads.
Chats.
Wow. I have an idea.
That
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
We're going to see a new game announcement at the
Oh.
Xbox Bethesda showcase. That is none other than a game title in progress called the Xbox Versus. And it's a brawler style Xbox game featuring all the major characters
Oh my God.
from Xbox
Yes.
and Bethesda brought together.
Yes.
Halo, Master Chief can freaking fight
God.
against freaking the dude from Wolfenstein. What's his name?
There's not a lot of characters with Xbox exclusives.
You can have Steve.
Okay.
Fight. You have the character from Fable. You can have all the Sea
You
of
have
Thieves
Senua
characters.
and her
You got
sacrifice.
Oh
Senua
my
and her
God.
sacrifice. I mean, come
Did
on,
y'all see
man.
the canceled game for the Halo Roadblocks game?
No.
Yeah. Need to look
Should I
that
look
one
it
up. Yeah. It's Roadblocks, or what's that other Lego company? Is it Roadblocks? Not Roadblocks. Brick or whatever. But yeah, it was basically a Lego.
Megablocks?
Mega Blocks. It was basically a Lego game for Halo.
Wow.
Looked pretty
my
cool. Yeah.
Sounds dumb. I'm just kidding. That's pretty good.
Well, obviously it was dumb. They canceled it.
Ooh, what if they
Dang
made?
it. Oh, hey, these actually look pretty cool.
Yeah, doesn't it?
The Mega Block.
Mega
Spartans.
Block Halo. Yeah, Spartans. Yeah.
What? Amaranth returns to Twitch after 3-day ban?
Okay, we're losing.
Wow.
Losing them.
So I really want them to make a fuck. What was the name of the game I was gonna say? I forgot it. I lost it.
Okay.
Damn it! I lost it. It's all gone now. It's all vanished away from me. It'll come
What?
back at some point.
The hell, Brett?
I don't know. I
Like
forgot
what?
it.
The hell?
Okay, well,
Well, cool.
that's all we got for y'all,
done it.
everybody. I'm excited though for the Games Fest, especially because I think there's
Same.
gonna be some really good stuff there. I mean, he's always like bringing the thunder. There's always at least 3 or 4 like badass heavy hitters, and
Yeah.
I hope that one of those badass heavy hitters is an actual story based content for Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. That'd be great. and go from there. Yeah, DLC that we're supposed to get that has so far not been sorry.
Oh, we
Brett,
haven't
I think you would rather have played this Mega Bloks Halo game than Halo
Really?
5.
Yeah,
excited
it
for
looks
that
it
now.
looks good.
Infinite.
Think
Because it
they
wasn't
should
infinite.
Bring that back.
It was not an infinite game.
Nope, it was not, and they're still waiting on. Oh yeah, I think they're gonna announce at the Xbox showcase. Guess what? We're actually really gonna bring out co-op this year.
Like, oh, we're expecting that. Oh, what about Cyberpunk being like, we got the updates, y'all?
Oh, there's actually supposed to be an announcement
Oh,
soon for the
Jesus Christ.
DLC. They're still talking about DLC supposedly.
Oh my god. No
Yeah.
one cares. Everyone, you've died. You have failed.
I don't know, man. You never know. Could be great.
I mean, it could be. It could be.
Yeah, could be. I also think that they're going to announce some kind of StarCraft content this year.
Oh, shit. StarCraft 2, 3?
I don't know. Probably not an RTS. I think it's gonna be a character-based something or another.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, a brawler-based
Yeah, actually, that was the other one I was gonna say. Blizzard versus
Blizzard versus.
all the characters from Overwatch,
Blizzard
from Heroes
verse.
of the Storm, from freaking StarCraft, from Warcraft,
Yeah.
all brought together in a side-scrolling beat 'em up.
Beat 'em up.
It's gonna be awesome.
Hey,
You're
Jason,
the problem. You're the fucking problem. Jesus
Free to play
fuck.
all day.
Jesus Christ.
All right, everybody. That's gonna wrap it up for our topic of the show this week.
God.
Did
Derailed.
you know we have merch?
We
If you
do.
don't know that, you should head over to our website, theinnergamer.net, and click on that shop button to buy
got one.
some of your favorite gear to rep your favorite podcast. Because you
got
know you want to. Like I did, like Austin did, like Jason did,
I got 3 of them.
and like soon y'all will do.
Yep.
It's going to be great. Cannot wait. We'll be right back with our upcoming video game releases.
Woo!
Stay tuned. It is a new month, and that means free games, everybody. Here are the games that you can pick up with an Xbox Games with Gold subscription or a PlayStation Plus subscription. On Xbox, you can get Avon Colony, everybody. You can also get Project High Rise Architects Edition, Super Meat Boy, and Rascals. You rascal. Dirty rascal. And then on PlayStation, you can get God of War.
Yes.
What? You can get the full God of War, and then you can get Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. What?
No, don't waste your free grab
And then
on that one.
Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker.
Say that 3 times so fast.
Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker.
Hey, that's pretty
Also-
good, Brett.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention earlier, this is really exciting. So they announced
White Claw?
during the State of Play, yes, that. They announced during the State of Play, one game at the very end said coming day one to PlayStation Plus memberships of Premium or Extra. So they're doing, they didn't say they were, they're doing a little Game Pass something with having a day one game come to PlayStation Plus, Extra, or Premium. You know what that game is?
Shut up.
Stray
Oh.
is coming included day one for free with your Game Pass with PlayStation. I thought that was a pretty
Ooh.
cool thing.
No, that is cool. I thought you were going to say God of War Ragnarok. I was about to lose my shit.
No, I'm sorry. Anyway, looking forward to the next few weeks. Let's talk about upcoming video game releases. Jason, let us know what this first one is.
Okay, what month? June?
Yeah.
June 10th is Mario Strikers Battle League. I'm actually super excited for this game, and I didn't realize it was coming out this soon. Tackle, pass, score in this action-packed sports where anything goes. Introducing Strikes 5-on-5 soccer league sport with no rules. Do whatever it takes to win. Get gritty and try to score the most goals by tackling enemies and items and pulling off the scoreboard, score boosting hyper strikes. Woo! Fuck goddamn whatever game, Roller Champions. I'm playing this.
Yeah, but Roller Champion's so fun, man.
Yeah, but I'm playing as Mario, jamming a shell up your ass. Sorry, I went too far. My bad.
Wow.
Yeah, this is off the rails. Also on the 10th, The Quarry is coming out to all platforms. As the sun set on the last day of summer camp, the teenage counselor of Hackett's Quarry throws a party to celebrate. No kids, no adults, no rules. What?
No rules.
Wait, no kids, no adults? What? Who's at this party?
teenagers.
Teenagers. Oh. Things
Horny
quickly
teenagers.
take a turn for the worse. Hunted by blood-drenched locals and something far more sinister, the teens' party plans unravel into an unpredictable night of horror. Friendly banter and flirtations give way to the life or death decisions as relationships build or break under the strain of unimaginable choices. What the fuck?
Ooh, creepy.
This is from Supermassive Games. The guys made Until Dawn.
Yeah.
Play as each of the 9 camp counselors at where every decision shapes your unique story from a tangled web of possibilities. Any character can be the star of the show or die before daylight comes. Dead before daylight.
I'm actually very excited for this game. It's gonna be pretty cool.
I know it's gonna be one of those ones I'm like, it's actually a fun game.
Yeah.
Making fun of it.
This is one that I want us to like get together and like do a stream of with like Travis and stuff like that.
You
'cause he
probably
likes scary
should.
stuff. And it's one of those ones you can like pass a controller around and everybody can play a different character.
We can all like post up and just sit there and play.
yeah, get drunk.
Oh wow,
drunk.
it's like fucking high graphics.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's from the people that did Until Dawn and they did the Dark Pictures anthology.
Are we getting this and doing this?
I mean, I'm down. Yeah,
Okay.
it's supposed to
Wait,
be really
we just
good.
pass it around?
Yeah, we just pass around, make
Yeah, just
choices.
pass around the controller and make choices.
Oh no, she got stabbed.
There's also a movie mode you can do where you like make like a certain like 5 or 6 choices at the beginning of the thing, and then it'll basically craft a film for you based off those choices, and then you can do it over and over again and watch different outcomes. and stuff.
Creepy.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. There's 146 endings to this
We
game.
should
Jesus
do
fuck.
this.
Yeah,
Let's do it. Comes out on 10th. What are we going to do it on?
Do this.
PlayStation probably.
So I need to bring my PlayStation.
Yeah, well, we just got to go somewhere to set up PlayStation. Just like do it.
All right, we'll figure it out. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right. That's going to wrap up our show this week. Be sure and check us out in 2 weeks for more from your favorite video game podcasts. If you like what you hear, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. And don't forget, you can join us at twitch.tv/gamercast every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And because it's a unique week, we have an event in person this week on the 9th, a.k.a. Thursday. Y'all should come out and join us for this exciting event.
AKA
Yes.
party time.
A.k.a. party time. There will be...
AKA no kids, no adults, no rules.
Ooh.
Yes.
Wait, we're the adults. Sorry.
That's right. It'll be fun. Come out to Maple Branch Brewery in Fort Worth if you're in the area, and come out and see us. You get $2 off your beer
Yep.
and 20% off your pizza.
And if you come up to me and say ooga booga booga, I will buy you one free beer.
Wow.
There you go.
Ooga booga booga.
We're not there yet.
Oh, damn.
And you don't count.
You don't count. You can also join us in on the conversation on our Discord channel. Check out our show notes for the link. If you want to support our show, you can donate on our website at theinnergamer.net. All donations go towards making the podcast, videos, streams even better. Help Brett be better on our streams because he's lagging way too much.
Drink that.
Hey, I like the flip book, okay?
I like the flip book.
Hey, if that's what you're going for, it's perfect. And as always, if you cannot contribute monetarily, please take the time to share this episode with a friend, family member, or loved one. The more eyes we get in front of our content, the faster we grow. And how's more than you know? So thank you for your continued support. My name is Austin Morales.
I'm Brayton Oski.
And I'm Jason Hobbs.
And you're listening to the Gamer Podcast. Catch you guys next time. Podcast out.
Bye.
Later.